Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Ooh, look at us.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too look at us.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb,
Going
bomb,
on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Yes, people. Joe Blackman's here. It's Joe Blackman Fridays, isn't it? You should know by now. If you didn't know, then what are you doing here? Well, if you didn't know, well, now you know. Anyway, look, guys, we've got a lot to talk about this morning, actually, with the likes of Liam Delap. It's Liam, right? It is Liam. I always get the name wrong. Yes, that guy. I always tell you, this guy, I'm not even sure if he's going to come. I'm not even sure if Liam Delap is going to come to Manchester United this summer. After all the pursuit of this guy, it looks like he doesn't want to come to us. He's holding out and waiting to see what's going to happen. Not only that, but Cunha, if we don't get Delap, is he enough? Is he really enough? Now, I know that there's been talks of Edison and stuff like that in the midfield, but everybody's been speaking about a striker recently. We need a striker, don't we? We need a striker. How many seasons are we going to go without buying a proper striker? The last striker we bought was Hojlund. The last striker we bought was Hojlund. Ew. Think about that, people. Think about that. That's the last proper striker, because the last guy we bought, Xerxes, he's at 9.5 apparently. 9.5, maybe a 10. He looks more like a 10 than a 9. Let's be honest. I honestly don't know where we're going with this right now in terms of Manchester United and moving forward, because even, I can't remember who said it just now. Who said it? This guy. Super Arch said, to me, this is wasted content. Delap is not a red, and he won't be at any point in time. Now, for me, I find this, look, if not Delap, then what? Then what? Then what? What is it going to be? Because moving forward, I can't see any other striker coming to Manchester United of value, because every other striker who's younger or around the same age range is going to be more expensive. If Liam Delap chooses Chelsea over us, then what? What is the option? Are we just going to say Cunha is the one that we're going to use as the 9/10? You know, he's going to do the Rashford role. That's what we're going to use him on. I really don't want to see that. That shouldn't be what we're doing. We're not going to be shoehorning people into positions this season. Hopefully not anyway. If Amram doesn't get what he needs, who do you blame next season for the whatever results that come forward? And if he does good, then you know what? He's done a miracle job without getting a proper forward, because we need a proper forward. We need a proper 9. Let's be honest now. Do you know what? Yeah. Let me bring up the article that I was reading this morning that made me want to talk about the story in the first place. Because for me, I think Manchester United are going to be a little bit lost if we don't have if we don't get the likes of Delap. Because who's next? They've already ruled out Osman, as we know from yesterday. Yeah, they've already ruled. Well, Ornstein ruled him out anyway. Not to know if Manchester United's ruled him out, but Ornstein ruled him out. So who knows? Where are we actually going with our targets this season? Right. Let me bring this one up. 1 second. 1 second. Bear with me. Bear with me. All right. Here we go. So this was from United exclusive. Manchester United are being made to wait on whether Liam Delap sees him as their next club. At this time, Chelsea are confident they're already swinging in their favour. Now, for me, it seems like Manchester United might be losing this race. And if we do lose this race, people, the question that I'm really asking is, what then? What then? What is the next option? Because I don't know. Yeah, don't call me Scout Joe, because I have no sources. Yeah, if KG is tier 9, I don't even know what tier I must be. Yeah, because I'm getting information from that dude. Yeah, so I have no idea what we could do this season when it comes to progressing our team in the forward positions. If we only get Cunha, what is the options? Anyway, next on the list, do you know what? Speaking on that, actually, speaking of Cunha, Fabrizio Romano did actually say this. Let's have a look at this for a little minute, and then I'll get back to some other news. One second.
Let's touch a bit on another story of the week. Matheus Cunha, an important story from a few days ago. I was telling you how Manchester United are working on this deal. What I can add to you today is that Manchester United have planned for new contacts very soon. So this is not going to be, as I told you in the video Monday, this is not going to be a story for end of July, August, a long saga. Man United want to do it as soon as possible, want to anticipate Newcastle and all the other clubs interested in Matheus Cunha. So Man United will have a new round of talks very soon and will try to get this deal done with Matheus Cunha. After a very positive feeling with the player, the conversation was very good. Ruben Amorim wants him, Matheus Cunha is keen on the move, the Champions League is not a deal breaker, so all the things are going in the right way. Man United are also prepared to pay the close value, £62.5 million, to Wolverhampton, but in installments. So they will try to discuss with Wolverhampton something like, okay, instead of paying in 1 year, in 2 years, can we pay in multiple years? This is something quite normal in football in general, not just in England, not just for Man United and Wolves. So it's part of the game when it's about financial fair play, but still paying that money. So Man United on their way to sign Matheus Cunha, because Man United feel that the player wants to make this move. Man United feel that Matheus Cunha is keen on joining them, is excited about this opportunity. There is a great feeling, as I told you on Monday, between Man United and Cunha, and so new round of talks coming soon to get this deal in the final stages, to get this deal done, and to come here with a here we go is something.
Right, here we go. Right. So, you know what, for me, at least we've got some positive news on at least one signing. That's what we can look forward to this season, at least. Yeah, we've got Cunha. It looks like that's a done deal. Yeah, here we go. Almost here we go. Coming soon. Imminent. Yeah, but at least we have another fresh face coming back in the likes of Amadeo, also reported by Fabrizio Romano today. Exclusive. Amadeo set to be back in training with Manchester United squad already next week. Despite initial expectations for the season to be over after injury, he's recovered in record time, and also Ahmad will be available for training from next week. So it's looking good. Our squad is looking bolstered again. We're looking like we're having a fresh squad full of players that can actually offer some attacking options. That's one positive coming out of Manchester United news this morning. Look, I feel, if I'm being honest, going forward, I'm a little bit worried about the transfer window in terms of what options we actually have. Now, I'm just going to open the lines right now, and hopefully I can get your opinion on this, because my initial opinion on the whole losing out on the Delap thing, because honestly, I kind of feel like that first comment I put up, I'm not sure if we're going to get Delap. Where's that comment? I should have started. Do you know what? Is this wasted content, people? Is this wasted content? Delap will not be a red at any point in time. Is this what the situation is? And if that's the case, then what do Manchester United do next? Because I don't see many options on the table. Do we go back? Are we going to start looking at the likes of that Crystal Palace striker? I always forget his damn name. Are we gonna be looking at the likes of Victor Osimhen again? I can't see that happening. There's a youngster from what's that team in Germany that we're also looking at? Mateta, that's it as well. Mateta from Crystal Palace, that's his name. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is what I mean. We don't even want him, and Delap shouldn't even be our main striker. I fully agree with you, Kenny. I don't think that should be the only option on the table. Do we really want to see the same thing happening again next season with that happened with Rasmus? We might. Delap might have a high ceiling. He might be a better finisher, but who knows? A couple of bad games, and you know what this Manchester United fan base is like. Do you know what? Let me get in the first caller. 1 second. Robert, what are you saying, bro? How you doing?
Not bad, not bad.
This is your first time calling in? I can't remember speaking to you before.
I think it is. I'm not so sure.
How can you not remember if it's your first time calling in?
I'm a busy man, you know. I've got family life to look after.
All right. You know what? Well, welcome to the show. You know, I'm going to treat this as your first call. Welcome, Robert. First time caller. How are you doing?
Not bad. At least your soundboard works. I know that. Jesus.
Hey,
KG
listen.
didn't want to work.
But you know what? Yeah, let me just give everybody like a little bit of an update on the on the soundboard. Yeah, KG did come and buck me yesterday. Yeah, and we did go out and about looking to resurrect this from death. And you know what? We might be in luck. A little bit of content coming out later because we did vlog our exploits yesterday. So that will be coming out later. Hopefully, Yo-Yo will get that in and ready before I don't know, before KG goes live later on in it, yeah, because I do believe you guys need to see this. You need to see what happened yesterday. We found a solution, hopefully, fingers crossed. By Monday, Tuesday, we shall find out if this soundboard can be resurrected. That's all I'm saying. Watch out for the content, yeah? Right, anyway, Robert, talk to me, yeah? Let me ask you this, yeah? If we don't get anybody apart from Delap,
The thing is, if we don't get anyone apart from Delap, yeah, I don't think we're going to get Delap. I think Delap will think, okay, look at Chelsea, look at United. I think he's thinking, okay, let's just go where the money is. I'm thinking like, no, like, you're not shocking.
Money to pay wages. We've got money to pay wages, bro. Definitely.
I know we've got money to pay wages, but I honestly think that he will literally look at the managers, he'll look at the project, and think, you know what, United, like, if we don't get into the Champions League, if we don't win the Europa League, then I don't think that's going to come. But I'm going to say this: United have literally gone from having legends like Van Nistelrooy, Rooney, quality players, to having Liam Delap. It's like going.
Listen, he might even be getting rejected by the likes of Liam Delap. That's what you have to realize right now. Liam Delap is looking at us and like, well, I might hold off. I might actually go to Chelsea first. That's what's happening. Yeah,
I mean,
who's
from
not
what I've read,
getting the likes of Liam Delap.
From
The
what
likes
I've
of
read,
Liam Delap are looking down on us, saying that maybe not.
Chelsea, Newcastle, Arsenal, and I think Liverpool are looking at Liam Delap. And I mean, what is it? United as a team, we've actually got Rasmus Hojlund up front. Rasmus Hojlund, he can't even hit a barn door. He's literally the worst striker I've seen him play for United.
Play for United. I'm about to say, let's not say. I thought he was going to say like a Premier League history or something like that. Because you know what?
There's been some shocking players in Premier League, but playing for United, you had you've had who we had Rashford, we've had Rooney, we've had Van Persie, who Arsenal fans hate, by the way. I still love that. I hold that, Arsenal fans. I mean, honestly,
as a number nine, I can say Rasmus is probably up there as probably the worst striker we've had so far. But was Bebe actually a striker though? Was Bebe a striker? Or was he a winger? Bebe was a winger, wasn't he?
Who?
Bebe.
No, I didn't say. I said Van Persie, Rooney.
I know. I'm saying Bebe was a winger, wasn't he? Because he's one person we can say that he was worse.
Oh yeah, no, he was, and
Weghorst.
Weghorst,
Let's say permanent striker. Weghorst, I don't know. Weghorst offered us something though, you know.
Yeah, he did.
I think if we had Weghorst as long as we had him, Weghorst would probably have scored more goals by now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm honestly, I'm disappointed. If Man United don't bring in anyone this transfer window coming up, I'm scared it's going to be the same thing again. Like us struggling to get into just struggling for the season. I mean, me personally, the squad is not good enough.
Who do you think that we get if we don't get Delap though? That's the thing. If he rejects us, who do we get if we don't get Delap? That's the real question.
What, a striker or just frontline?
A striker, yeah. Because listen, if it's one thing that Manchester United fans have been crying out more than anything else for the last couple of seasons, that we need a proper number 9. Yeah, that Hojlund isn't enough. He's never been enough. Yeah. So really and truly, everybody knows that we need a proper solidified number 9. And if we don't get that this summer, because I even said that even if we got Delap, it wasn't enough. Yeah. Do you think they're going to try and just say Cunha is that solution that you can play 9? I don't think
we're going to bring in a striker. I'm honestly worried about that. I mean, we bring in Cunha, who plays on the right. I'm honestly worried if United do not bring a striker in, we are screwed. I mean, you've got teams around us that we want to compete with, like Newcastle's got Isaac, Man City's got Haaland, Arsenal have somehow got Havertz and Marino. Don't ask me how they've done that. Liverpool's got Jota and Nunes. So you've got teams that we want to compete with, and their strikers are literally quality strikers, and we've literally got Rasmus Hojlund. I'd rather put my disabled like Nan up front than Rasmus Hojlund.
Get out. Why? What? Oh God. Yo, okay, do you know what? Yeah. Rasmus Hojlund ain't I don't know. I can't even say he ain't that bad. You know, let me ask Courts. Courts, is Rasmus Hojlund that bad that we'd rather have Robert's disabled Nan up front?
Absolutely nah, because the hold up playing gonna be there. Nah. No, I'm saying like I know obviously we speak exaggerated terms to kind of emphasize a point, but Hojlund's not it. He's not as shout out to Robert's Nan every time, but I would rather Hojlund up front. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Secondly, yeah, who told you to play a Fabrizio Romano video on the mains?
What's the problem? It was on YouTube. It's fine. It's free. It's free use. Just allow me. I know what.
You like playing games, innit? You like playing with fire, innit? You like playing with fire. Don't touch the red button, Joe. Don't touch the red button, Joe. There, guy. No, I can press it. Well, you don't think Romano knows when man them have just uploading these videos?
We'll see, innit? We'll see.
And it wasn't even a short clip. Just read what he said. I'm sure there was a transcript.
It was 1 minute and 12 seconds, bro. It was short clip. 1 minute, 12 seconds.
1 minute. It's not even a YouTube short. It's a YouTube, like, come on, bro. Just read. Read.
We'll see.
And the chat knows I'm right as well. The chat knows I'm right.
Okay, we'll see. If I get copyright strikes, I'll make it public. Yeah, make sure I told you I'll make it public. Yeah. What
will you do? What will you put? Oh yeah, that's it. There needs to be a post saying the copyright strike was because Joe Blackman decided to play a Fabrizio Romano clip on live. Like
those lines. I mean, Yo-Yo will word it better than you, but yeah, something like
that.
Yeah,
no, big up Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo will word it, but because we know that like you can't just be playing Fabrizio clips.
You'll see. We'll see.
I hope for the channel's sake. How many copyright strikes? Because I swear, if you get certain many, then you kind of get locked out of the channel for a bit.
In a certain amount of time, yeah. And they have to be proper copyright strikes. There's different kind of strikes in it. But anyway, we'll talk about this on another show, bro. Let's talk about Manchester United. Do you know what? Yeah, bro. Yeah. Let's talk about Delap, though. First of all, what's your excited about the Delap transfer? First of all,
I don't mind Delap. I don't think. But while I remember, because my brain's ring, there's messages you need to respond to about clubs after stream. Obviously, you're streaming now, but after stream. So just remind yourself of that. I don't mind the Delap signing. I don't think he's great. Like he's not okay. He's not a world beater, but he's done decent in a bad Ipswich team. Like realistically, they've got a championship squad, and he's done okay. Now, I don't think he's horrendous. I don't think he's as bad as people have made out to be. I don't think he's going to be that elite bagsman straight away that we need him to be, but I don't think he's as bad. Now, I'm fed up of paper talks already, and we've not even hit the transfer window yet. Like, I think there's too much too soon sometimes, because like it feels like obviously we got the here we go soon from Fabrizio from your brethren who you like to play his videos saying that Cunha is coming soon. I don't know if that's gonna happen. You know, like we sell papers as Man United, so they just need to talk about us. And yeah, I don't know if he's gonna come. I think I don't. You know when you're like, I just don't care anymore. Don't care anymore.
So what do we get then? Is it just going to be Cunha as our upfront option? Because that's what's a little bit panicking about the situation.
Nah, we'll sign a striker. We're signing a striker. We'll sign a striker. They know we need to sign a striker.
Who then? Okay, after Cunha and Victor Osimhen have been ruled out, who then? Who's the next on the list that's going to be acceptable?
I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know. I don't like. I literally watch Manchester. I literally watch Manchester United and the occasional Champions League game is in right now. I don't know who's good. Like FIFA can't like. Oh, this guy's got a sick FIFA card. I don't know if that translates to real life. Because what? He's got ticky-tacky play style plus on his card means he's good in real life. No, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I know. I watch Man United. And I know Man United need a striker, but I don't know who that's going to be. I just want my team to be able to score goals. Like I said yesterday, we are looking slightly better with our ball progression. There's a few times in a game where we have the ball and we're passing amongst the defense, and like naturally I get worried because of our ability. And yes, we've lost it a few times, but we actually transition. We make a few moves. The midfielders seem to be where they are. The issue is, as you get to that front of the pitch, it's like watching playground football where no one knows what they're doing. Everyone's just like in the wrong spaces, and it's just chaotic. No end product. Like
the problem
we need. Yeah, it's a massive problem. We do need a striker. I just don't know who that's going to be. And I don't actually, I don't want to get.
Cunha will be it, bro. Cunha will be the only person we sign as literally a 10/9. Yeah, and watch us keep Hojlund as well. Yeah. And then the people will say that Xerxes can help her with Cunha when Hojlund's playing up front. That's what's gonna happen, bro. And then we're gonna bring in Obi as the second option.
And you know, if it happens, it happens. I think sometimes you need to look at your emotional well-being and what this football club can do to you. Last night, hear this, yeah. Last night was the NFL draft for people who care. My team, Saints, were there, and we are horrendous drafters. Similar how to Man United. So I'm really bad at drafting. Oh, wait, have I gone? Is my audio gone?
You came back.
Can you hear me? I'll call back in once my audio's gone.
All right,
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, my audio. My audio switched from my speaker from my Bluetooth.
Yeah, it sounds different.
I can hear
you speaking. Yeah,
is the audio? Do I need to call back in, or is it okay?
No. People said the audio actually sounds better. Like, so.
Oh, fair dues.
So,
happy days. Cool.
No. Who's trying to get man cancelled now, though, bro? Big reggae. No, bro. That's a copyright strike. It's your fault, bro. Yeah, it's your fault if I get a copyright strike now. My mom said, You want the vitamin S? Yes. I heard what you're listening to, bro. Don't fix it. Sure. Big beanie man, you know. Oh my days. I want the vitamin S. Yes. Man said, wheel it. No, we're not wheeling it, bro. This ain't KG's selector show, fam. Wrong show, bro. Wrong show, fam. What are you doing? What? Oh, Jesus Christ. Now we have two things to worry about for copyright strike, not just the one, yeah? Courts. I will be posting whichever one I get the copyright strike for, by the way. Yeah, whichever one. Have you finished with your
firstly,
have you finished with your
it's not Beanie Man, it's Sham, and I wasn't actually listening to that. Yeah. That was Spotify doing its thing, because I was listening to what I put on a bit of. I was on reggae this morning. I don't really listen to dancehall too much, but Spotify done its thing. Anyway, I have to say, I've lost my train of thought now.
When you're hold on. When you're the guy co-signing all these songs.
Yeah, but I don't listen. But I know dancehall, but I listen to more reggae than dancehall. I don't really listen to dancehall. I don't need to get all righteous with anyone, but it's overly sexualized and all that. I prefer reggae.
Okay, you got people talking about us. Real bad man.
Anyway, that's what I was talking about. Disconnecting. As fans of Man United, we can't be overly connecting to any transfer target this summer because you're just going to be disappointed. Because I don't think it's going to be an amazing window. Like, and I'm just going to be like, you know what? Window opens. The window there's that brief period where it shuts. Because I feel like we're not shopping at a high street where you've got lots of options. I feel like we're shopping at a service station where you've got two options to play with. Like, I don't think we're not that guy. We're looking at in the wallet and going, the change, we're dealing with copper. It is a negative mindset because I've been hurt, Pav. I've been hurt, bro.
All right, then let me ask you this question then. Before we move any further, let me ask you this question. If that is the case then, and we get an underwhelming window, what's your expectations of this manager next season then? Do you just give him a bly again? Does he just get another bly if we get an underwhelming window?
He doesn't get a bly. I need it to be better, but I don't know. Like,
if it's an underwhelming window, if he only gets Cunha, and I don't know,
I reckon
an unknown wing back from somewhere. We keep Hojlund, yeah. Then what? That sounds underwhelming to me. Then what? A couple unknown wing backs.
I reckon we make 4 or 5 signings in a window, but I don't think, because let's be real, like INEOS was counting Aiden Heaven as a first team signing, and I know but he was an academy player. Like, he hadn't played first team football. I think who's the brother that we're linked with? McAtee from City, who's leaving their academy. I think we're gonna get signings like that. I think that's
what I'm saying to you. All of these project players, is this what we're gonna be doing then this season? And if that's all he gets, are these like level of project players, do we then give him a bly again next season? What are people gonna be doing? Like, let's be real, because that's gonna be the first excuse. He didn't get any good signings. He only got project players. Surely that's going to be the first excuse on the table.
Yeah, probs. I hear that. You know, when like I've realized that the club has slightly broken me, because I'm a very positive person, but I struggle. Other than match days, I struggle to get excited about United. Best believe I had more fun doing the the tribute to the soundboard yesterday than if we were talking about transfer targets all day.
Well, 10 bomb salute in that, innit? You know what? Let me be honest with you.
Salute.
It's depressing watching Manchester United right now as a club, as a team, as a fan. You're watching.
We got a game on Sunday. Who's confident we're winning? We're playing Bournemouth at the Vitality.
Does anyone care though? I think that's another thing everybody has to take into consideration. Do we actually care about the Premier League anymore? I think it's gotten to a point where even the likes of me, who said I wasn't going to accept this, I wasn't going to accept that, I'm like, the guy needs to get.
I think people care. I found it interesting because I saw certain people who advocate rebrands doing like rants after the Wolves game.
Like, you care? You don't care, bro. Don't lie.
Like, I don't. Not that I watched. I've got more time than to watch that sort of content.
I'm saying them doing the rant. Don't like you care, bro. Don't act like you care.
Like, the thing is, I was like, why would you choose then? Why, like, the Wolves game felt like a weird time to kind of. But obviously, content has the content for certain people, and they're rebranding and whatnot. But I'm gonna say.
Go on. Finish off this point too. I just realized I've had you here for time. But yeah, go on.
You've had me for time.
Yeah, go on. Finish your point.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, I want us to win. I want Man United to win every game. I want my ops to lose every game. That's life. I'd happily take losing Europa League if it meant Arsenal didn't win the Champions League. I'd happily do that. That's a question for chat. Would you take losing Europa League if it meant Arsenal didn't win the Champions League? I'll do that in a heartbeat.
If you're in the chat, if you're in the chat, I beg you make that a poll. Say that again one more time so we can get that correct.
So would you happily lose the Europa League if it meant Arsenal didn't win the Champions League? So we both don't win in Europe, or we both win in Europe, or we both lose in Europe. Because I'm saying we both lose. That's my poll.
A lot of people, I've so far I'm hearing no, sin bin this guy, no. But you know, it was just end of your day anyway. So we'll talk to you soon, maybe. We'll see what the poll says. All right, listen. People said F no. Some people are saying F no. Okay, let's see. A lot of no. So only one person so far said Courts is right. But okay, look, let me get into it. Hey, Doctor's been waiting for a little while. Doctor, sorry for the wait. How are you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing good. How are you?
A little bit frustrated this morning and lost, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know where we go with this Liam Delap thing. Like,
Yeah,
if we don't get Liam Delap, I have a bad feeling that they will just sign Cunha. That's my thoughts on the situation. Yeah, they will just sign Cunha. They will not bother with another striker. They will say Cunha can do something. They might sign someone in another position so that Cunha can go up front.
I see what you mean, because I don't know whether they're trying to work in silence, like, and just pop it like the great news to us, you know, that they've signed another striker. But I don't know. It had, but I don't. This transfer thing is just something else, because it's like, I don't know whether to be excited or to be scared, or all I know is at the end of the transfer window, a lot of people are gonna throw tantrums. They're gonna be some people are gonna be extra mad. Some people are gonna be extra happy. That's all I know. Tantrums are gonna fly, because it's either we get people we didn't want or people we wanted. You know what I mean? Like, it's just I think I'm kind of like with Courts in a sense where I'm only excited about United when it's game day. And hell, even when it's game day, sometimes I'm like, I don't care. I'm broken, you know?
To be fair, when it comes to the Premier League right now, I think I feel the same way. That's the kind of situation I'm in right now. The Premier League doesn't really matter to me. I don't even care if you play a whole team of youngsters just to get some experience in their legs. So we're a little bit more ready, you know, have a little bit more options. That's what I feel. That's honestly how I feel right now. Play the youngsters, get people in there.
Yeah, that's true. But we're definitely, one thing I can say is I really feel like we're definitely getting somewhat like an experienced striker, hopefully, and then another one. I can, because I can. Oh, I think so. Let me say I think so, because if we don't see this season, it's going to be a repeat. Next season is going to be a repeat of this season, because we have so many outgoings that we have to replace and get a number two just in case, you know.
Number two in terms of what position?
Okay, so goalkeeper, we need a third.
So
Johnny
are you
Evans is going.
Are you done with your Nano story? Hold on. Two questions that I feel are very important to ask you. Yeah, I feel like Quartz's last question is actually very important to ask you. Would you? Do you see the poll? Could you vote, please? And tell me what would you lose the Europa if it meant Arsenal don't win the Champions League? I think
I want the Europa League. I want the Europa League.
So you would have Arsenal win the Champions League. That's what you're saying.
No, I see. I see where you people are trying to get
Just asking the question. So you would have Arsenal win the Champions League.
I see where Court is coming from. I see where Court is coming from, but I want the Europa League. And even if we served it on a plate, Arsenal is still not gonna win. So it's like, what are we? This is a nonsensical question. They're not winning the Champions League. Would you
be happy with this? Would you be happy with this, Doctor? Just reading into the chat, yeah. Some people are suggesting the likes of, like, if we don't get the lap, we'd reach into the market for maybe Jonathan David on a free and Vardy on a free, because he's also leaving his club.
Jamie Vardy, as in Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy, but I don't think Jamie Vardy should be allowed to play for our club after the whole Rooney incident.
Yeah,
After the whole Rooney incident.
he's not gonna do that. Oh, he will, but his wife is not gonna be happy. And you know what? Jamie Vardy is a different story. And for those who don't know, Google Wagatha Christie. Just do that, Wagatha Christie, and you'll find the whole
Agatha
story
Christie.
there. It's a Wikipedia page. Just go. A little Google search will tell you what that whole craziness is.
Apparently, he's gone Wrexham already. So if that's a done deal, that's a done deal. Look, let's just be honest. Let's just be honest right now, yeah, Doctor. Do you feel like INEOS are going to fully service this manager with players this summer? And obviously, when we say fully service this manager, give him at least 3 or 4 top targets, 3 targets, 2 to 3 top targets of his. Do you think he'll get 2 to 3 top targets? Because
yes.
Can't get
2 to 3, yes. Yeah, 2 to 3, yes. But anything more than that, they'll probably. I don't know.
In what position do you? Look, here's the thing. If
we'll probably get one striker. No, we definitely need more than 2 to 3. But we're not gonna get it in one transfer window. Guys, remember there's a January transfer window too, so hopefully maybe
we're not spending in January. We never spend in January. What are we gonna buy in January?
The last time we spent in January was Dogu. Then before that it was
Dogu and Heaven. Bruno, we got Heaven as well. We actually did get a pretty good deal in January. Well, I don't know. Dogu and Heaven's ceiling have not yet been reached, so we don't know. But Heaven's looking promising and Dogu's looking iffy. So
exactly. So that's why I'm hoping, even if we don't get let's say we get 3 in the summer and we get 2 in January. I know these people, we're gonna get the 3, and if we don't get any more, they'll be like, oh, just pull from the academy, which sometimes is not the best because we don't want to rush the youngsters. We don't want to go too soon, and it'll be like
it looks like we've got a good depth of youngsters, though. We're buying all these youngsters for a reason, right? We're buying all these academy players. We might as well start promoting them, if nothing else, at least to get them. If nothing else, if they don't work out, these academy players that we're buying, at least we can start debuting them so people can maybe want to buy them from us.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you, but I just don't want it to be too soon, and it'll be like, not work out, and then of course the fans will start complaining, and I can just foresee some stuff, and but I definitely
our fan base. Go on. Sorry,
so the thing is, I don't know if Delap coming to United, if he decides to go to Chelsea, I know what will happen. They will take him, then either loan him out straight after doing the transfer, and he's not gonna be happy. So whatever decision he makes, he has to think about it very well.
You say that, you say that, but whereas they have a bigger package of us, they may be offering him first team football. Do you know what I mean?
First team football where though? Because in Chelsea, it's probably not gonna happen. If he comes to United, he's probably gonna play first team football here sooner because of the whole Rasmus thing. But even he needs an experienced striker next to him. That's why I don't care if he comes, as long as an experienced somebody with experience.
In your eyes, Delap isn't even the one thing, because you just said that we need somebody with experience as well, yeah? So even if the manager does get Delap, everybody's talking about Delap right now. Yeah, he might not come, but is he even enough? We're talking about this.
Not.
Like, people are trying to get this Delap story hype like he's the one. He's not even the one.
We need experience in every part of the field. So experience up front, experience in the mid, experience in defense, and experience in the goal, the wings too. So, and you see, Bruno, we need somebody like, he's been great. He has hardly missed a game. Sooner or later, God forbid, but he's gonna something go. We just need like somebody like an understudy for that too. Like if you sit down and think about it, this team needs a lot.
Of course, we need a lot. But where
It's
do we?
it
We know we've got to start somewhere. We have to start somewhere, and it looks
exactly.
like.
And I agree with you. I
And
agree with you.
at the end of the day, there's more important positions. I saw you was on Boxer's show yesterday, correct?
Yeah.
Speaking about King Ming Jae, right? From Bayern Munich,
Yeah.
he's going to be
Yeah.
available and stuff. I don't even think we need a defender. It's stuff like that that I'm talking about. Yeah,
Exactly.
we need to be focusing on positions that we actually need to replace. If we
So
think about defensive position, we don't actually need striker. I mean, sorry, a defender that's
the defender, exactly.
already built
So
defender. We've got enough first team.
my priority, we all have different priority lists. Mine starts with the striker, then midfield, then wing backs.
Mhm.
Defense is the last thing we need right now. Fine, Johnny Evans and Lindelof are going, but we can easily slide in somebody else. We have more than enough. And we goalkeeper comes before defense right now, as of right now.
100%. At least you admit that, because you know what? Yeah, I think for me it goes striker, wing back, goalkeeper. That's what we need. Striker, wing back, goalkeeper, and then we
already we've been one goalkeeper down for at least a year and a half. We've been making do with buying there and Onana for a year and a half because Tommy hasn't touched grass since preseason. He only comes out once a year, like a vampire. Have you watched Sinners yet?
Yeah, well, I haven't watched it yet. Do not expose anything, because you said I should do a little review.
Yes.
So after watch it, you can do a review with me and we can talk about it together. Yeah.
Because it's a whole. I'm gonna start writing stuff down because
no spoilers. Yes, do that, but no spoilers. Not on this
and
show.
watch it in IMAX because the normal it doesn't give the same effect.
Okay, I'm gonna take your advice on this one. I might have to go this weekend. Got a lot going on this weekend, but hey, this is Doctor. Listen, you got yourself. I'm gonna bring you back in if you've got time at the end of the show. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, speak to you. Oh, let me go straight to the next call. Actually, Uncle Jim, what's going on? What's going on?
Yo, what's going on?
It's still working. What's going on?
I'm here, man. What's happening?
Well, do you know what? Yeah, just prayers. Yeah, that maybe the soundboard will be resurrected, bro. And if that soundboard gets resurrected, it'll be fire. It'll live again. I think we've done good work. You're gonna see the footage soon. Yo-Yo's doing the job right now, so we can get the footage out. But you know what?
Hoping, man. He's hoping.
Do I give the spoiler? I think I can give the spoiler actually, because Yardman already spoiled it. So after we went out yesterday, to go find somewhere to repair KG soundboard.
Yeah.
We remembered that Yardman's shop is only up the road from where I live, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? If you want to see a snippet of what happened, go and check out Yardman's channel, because he's put up something on there about KG visiting the shop. And
I watched it. I watched it last night.
Oh, bro, that's only half of what happened. That's only half of what happened. Trust me, Trust me. I've got the rest. We've got the rest, But anyway, we'll show you later on. All right, guys. Well, Uncle Jim, this strike situation that we face ourselves in right now, do you feel like we are on the right track this summer to get Amram the right tools he needs, or is it already looking like it's bleak for him? It's peak. It's going to be peak for him already.
You know what? I don't listen to a lot of the talk that's out there, whether it's transfers or whether it's from the management or whatever. Because I remember one season we were talking about we were broke. We signed like 5 players. I feel like it's going to be a very similar situation here, and I feel that a lot of the talk that happens is from management trying to make sure that the feelers come off in it. So when we've got certain expectations, United tax have to get paid and whatever, we're like, nah, we're trying to beat that now. We're not trying to pay 80 million for one player, but if he goes to flipping West Ham, they're only paying 35. Like, no, that's got to die.
Yeah, that's what I hate. That's what I've always hated. How come everybody gets a cheaper deal than us? You know what? Yeah. But you know what? It's not the money that I'm worried about, though. It's the options that I'm worried about.
No, and that's where I was just about to go.
Being ruled out. Yeah, Osimhen is obviously the top target because obviously the other Victor said that he's going over to Arsenal. Yeah, so we're not getting Gyökeres, so we're not getting Osimhen. Yeah, and then Delap was kind of like third choice.
Yeah.
Bro, what's fourth and what's fifth choice? Because there could only be more project strikers, and then they could only be get more heat if they don't work out. Do you get what?
The insiders like the Romanos and the Ornsteins, as much as we listen to them, which I'll never doubt that, they only know what they're told, obviously. So I can't doubt, as much as we cuss INEOS and everything else, I can't doubt that these men don't have shortlists that are and scouts that are really running about doing what they need to do. They know that they can't afford, let alone do another Hojlund situation, paying 70 million for a guy that's clearly not ready for that big step up. They can't do that no more. So if that means that they're looking at a team like Stuttgart or something like that, looking at their striker that none of us are looking at, then that's what they're going to do. I feel like the options aren't going to be what we're used to, but clearly what we're used to hasn't worked anyway. I still remember getting excited that we signed Falcao, and that was a dud. Understandable, because he came back from a mad injury, but I remember getting gassed when I saw we signed Falcao. That was mad. But we can't look towards that no more. What we have to be doing is, say again.
That was at a point where we were signing people that were past it.
Yeah,
you know, that were big names. They were on their way. They were on the decline when we keep signing these. You know, even the Ibrahimovic, even though he was good, he was still on the decline. Even
absolutely.
He was on the decline.
We got
we was at that period in time where we're signing big names. Even Casemiro, when he came here, people were saying, you know, we're doing that same thing again. We were buying players on decline.
Yeah, and we've done it for too long now. And now I personally see a signing such as Dorgu, who people might be saying, oh, he hasn't impressed me or whatever. But I like the signing of Dorgu purely because we are clearly changing what we're used to. Let's go and sign this amazing, this formerly amazing left back, even though he's 32 and is clearly going to be done out soon. Nah, let's sign someone that's young. And
hold on, because he hasn't played for us for so long. Yeah, I keep forgetting his name. But what was that little black kid that we bought from the end device?
From who?
Our left back that got injured for like half a season, half a year.
What, Malacia?
Malacia. That's what we did with Malacia though. He was the same kind of signing though.
Nah, Malacia was what's it called? Ten Hag calling up saying, "Oh yeah, I want to bring the band back together." He's one of them signings there. And you remember that Ten Hag was just signing the dons that he had before.
Malaria. No. Someone called him malaria.
Malaria, you know, probably might as well be because the man got malaria and stayed off the team for like what 18 months, bro. I'm even still surprised he actually does still play for us. I know he's on loan, but he still plays for us.
But bro, here's the thing. That's the kind of signing that we've been starting to do though with
Malacia.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was when it began, I really felt. You get me? That's when it really began, when we started getting these, and it was from the hard times, yeah?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I actually like those kind of signings. I want to get one or two signings that we don't know anything about. You know, those players that you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Like the Diego Leon that we've already signed, you know, and he's supposed to be coming next season. These kind of players, I'm like, all right, let's see what's there. Let's see what we can do. But I don't want. Look at this. We've got Cunha, which is the one Premier League name that's on the table right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
We might not get Delap. Are all the other rest going to be names that we don't know? I don't want that. That's what I'm saying.
I'm cautiously optimistic because I feel like Man United is going to kill me in the end, man. But I feel like I'm cautiously optimistic because at this point we've all written off the season. We all wrote off the season ages ago. We know that literally, if it's not Europa League, it's a complete dud, and I hear people calling for Amarim's head and all on a platter and all that. But the reality of the situation is, this summer, it's really, listen, we are at the bottom of the barrel. So whoever comes knows that it's a job that needs to be done. You're not going to get paid no crazy money. I think you're not going to be getting you're going to go to Man United, you're going to get paid 400 grand like it was back in the day. No, that's not happening no more. You lot are coming out to pull this team out from under the mud and become something amazing with this new generation Manchester United. Am I being over the top with it? Maybe, but it's Man United. What can you expect? Like the same thing happened.
KG Barham is saying here then. What KG Barham says here is that he thinks that we're underestimating INEOS' signing caliber. Do you think that's the case? Do you think I'm underestimating their signing caliber? Because I feel like it's not just their signing caliber. It's kind of like I'm going around their structure, innit? And
Yeah.
they've kind of told us an outline of what they want to achieve in terms of the signings and moving forward. They want to find the next Mbappe. That's probably why they're doing all these little signings. That's probably why we're linked to that
Yeah.
little Argentinian kid that's supposed to be the next Messi and all this kind of stuff like that, innit?
Yeah.
Because you're paying 30-something million for a kid that's barely unknown, basically. But you know,
I think we're so used to the star boy rhetoric that everyone thinks once you sign someone that's young, they immediately are ready to go. Someone like Rooney is an anomaly. You're not always going to have 16-year-olds that can come in and move like, yo, I'm better than everyone on the pitch. Fuck off. Pardon my French. Like that's not going to happen all the time. You're going to have guys that are clearly talented, but they're raw. That was Cristiano Ronaldo when we signed him. He was clearly great, but he was raw. And I know that because I watched it. No one can't chat. And I watched Ronaldo when he first signed, and he wasn't this, oh my days, we signed this. It was like, right, yeah, he's good, but something's happening here. Like, we got to like really, really tweak this.
Listen, we all know, we saw this guy did 1,000,001 stepovers when he first came to Manchester United. Right. Okay, he was that guy that used to play on your team. He'd be like, fam, I
beg you, pass the ball, innit? Like, pass the ball, bro. Like, I mean, what you saying? You know what I'm saying? The only people that are disagreeing with what I'm saying right now and what you're agreeing with are people that did not watch him. Like, I know. I remember that. Do you know what I'm saying? So we got to understand that.
He wasn't even the signing at the time that was saying that he was going to be, because we signed 2 people that season. I can't remember the other guy.
Was it Cleverson?
Was it Cleverson?
I might be wrong, but I remember he came through with someone as well. It was 2 people.
Someone else, and everybody was saying that he was going to
be
the
guy,
not Cristiano. Yeah, and then boom.
Yeah. And what happened. So we need to exercise patience. We can't just keep thinking everyone's gonna have this crazy star boy that's gonna be, I'm only 12 years old, yeah, but I'm doing madnesses on the pitch. No, bro, it's an anomaly. Just let it be that. We're gonna sign someone that's gonna be 24 and balling out of control. We're gonna sign someone that's 18, and you can see they're not really ready yet. But what they're doing on the pitch now is helping them develop into the crazy person they're gonna be on the pitch later on. So,
all right, let me ask you this final question then before you
go ahead.
That's all we get, fam. If that's all we get, what is Amram supposed to do next season? And what are you going to find acceptable for Amram next season if he doesn't get
the absolute minimum? And obviously, this is dependent on
if Cunha is the highest player, as in the most recognizable player that he gets, and everybody else, like, unknowns.
Yeah.
Where does he finish next season? And what's acceptable for him to finish next season? This is not a prediction. Just what do you find acceptable for him to finish next season if he don't get first team?
If it really is what you're saying, so Cunha is the highest. So you're not talking about talent. You're just talking about in terms of name.
And because you don't know what the talent's going to be.
Of course. All right.
You never know really. So I can't say where the talent ceiling is, but the biggest name that biggest name that you know coming into the team is Cunha.
Yeah.
In terms of Premier League ready or even just known worldwide. Cunha. Yeah. That's the name.
I think if these people are really coming back and we're seeing something different, I'll be as realistic as possible. I'll say that if there is a challenge for Europe, and I don't mean Champions League, I don't even mean flipping, what's it called? Europa. I mean Conference League at this point. And I'm being so realistic. If there is a legitimate challenge for it in the Premier League, if we are losing, when we lose matches, we're losing matches where you can see we're actually fighting for stuff, not getting whacked up 5-0 by Forest and that. If I'm seeing these kind of things here, I haven't got no issue. If I'm seeing a cup run, all right, cool. We crash out at the quarterfinal, but we actually fought for it. We're not going for penalties and losing to Cardiff City. We're actually doing stuff on the pitch. That's my thing more so. I'm not talking about position in the table. I'm talking about improvements.
I test.
Precisely. That's what I'm talking about. Because right now, I've got, as I said in the chat, I've got no interest in the Premier League. I ain't watched no games in ages. I don't care in it. Anyone else does, good for you, but I can't do it to myself. I'll watch Athletic and see what happens there, but to be honest, the season's done for me already. In it. Next season, I have to challenge.
Europa League, to be fair. Apart from the Europa League, it is done for me, to be honest.
It's done. It's what it is. I think me
Have to say
personally, what I need to see is challenges on the pitch.
Challenges on the pitch, yeah. Listen,
Yeah, that's what I got to see.
please don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I might bring you back if we got enough time at the end, innit? But do you know what? I hear what Uncle Jim's saying, but at the same time, I feel like hear what, yeah. Actually, what Uncle Jim's saying might actually be what I'm feeling, because he almost get, if he only gets that, I can't see him doing much better than what he's doing this season, because that's what he's already got. If he gets developmental players and only one proven player, then what do you expect the man to do next season with an unchanged squad, really? And a squad full of other youngsters that are looking to be developed here at Manchester United. They still need time to develop and learn his formation and all of that shit. So anyway, let me move on to the next caller. It's starting to pile up now. Okay, maybe. Beanie's like KG.
Hello.
Who is this? Hello.
Man. It's a first time caller, short time listener.
Short time. So what? When did you start listening to KG show?
I only joined, what is it called, 2 months ago, but I've been listening for less than 6 months. I can't lie.
Well, welcome. I'm glad you found the channel. Can I ask actually, how did you find the channel? This is just like market research. How did you find the channel initially?
Yo, this is like one of those surveys. I'd say I was looking for a peaceful United. Next thing I'm gonna have to say cancel. Nah,
you were looking for peaceful United.
Yeah, I was like, I can't lie. I was looking for peaceful. Nah, hear me, because I came from the I don't know if it's okay to mention name, but I came from a side.
Channels, I don't care right now. You can say channels.
Oh, okay. I came from the Goldbridge side, and I came from that side, and I found it noisy and it was too argumentative. Like at least when I come here, it feels more like it's bent, but then at the end of the day, it puts a damper on the depression that United has.
Hold on a minute. So hold on. You thought that was too noisy, and then you came to reckless.
Now, if I hear me, you have to understand, like, the reason why I left is because at that point, everyone's gonna be like, in Goldbridge, you find that it's like everyone's an idiot and only one person's smart. Over here, it's like everyone has a voice and everyone can
You
speak.
mean in someone's opinion? In someone's opinion, everybody's dumb and only one person's smart. Right?
I'd say apparently, I'm not smart enough to be a Man United fan. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying. Don't worry about it. Look, for me, this is why I like the reckless community, bro. I don't even know if you watched Monday's show. Yeah, Monday show when I hosted. Yeah, the Reckless Roundtable. Bro, we have some crackhead takes in this community, but I feel like not every opinion, but a lot of opinion needs to have air, because you know what? This is what the fan base thinks like. Our fan base is full of crackheads. Our fan base is full of delusional people, and our fan base is full of people that want to just oppose. Yeah. So sometimes you just need to speak to these people and just clear the air. Do you know what I mean? If you can't educate, then you never grow. So you know what? Hey, I'm glad to have you here, and I'm glad that you've come over in that way, and I'm glad to hear the story. You get extra time. Let's go. Anyway, listen, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So what do I call you? Am I just gonna call you? Hold on. What's your name here?
Oh, you can't call me KG because there's already a KG, right?
So I'm gonna call you Beanie.
You can call me Beanie. It's chilling, man.
All right, Beans. Listen, Beans. Tell me what you think about if we only get Manchester. If Manchester United only get Delap, or don't even get Delap, I should say, because that's the story today. Sorry, though. If we don't get Delap and only get Cunha, what do we do? Are we safe? Are we secure? And is there any other options in your mind that we should go for?
Thing is, here's how I see it. Like the way INEOS is, right? And I don't know, the way INEOS is, I want to give them time, right? The first signings that they've made have actually made an impact on the pitch, right? Like these are the people that we didn't even put on our own wish list. We had other people from the Prem and other people from other leagues on wish list, and these men weren't even on our page 10. So the way I see it, if we end up getting like Cunha,
you can say weren't on our page 10, because at the end of the day, man like Mazraoui, man's like Delap. It's not like they were small names. You get me? Those are actually big big signings.
True, that is true. But then at the same time, there were people in the fan base who weren't actually going for a Majari. But then because it was a bundle deal, they were like, well, we might as well get him because this
Oh,
is like a
15 mil.
combined 40. Exactly.
15
Like,
mil. 15? Are you out of your mind?
oh,
15 mil.
come on. Like, let's be honest. We
Bro.
speaking in you speaking in hindsight right now. You're saying that this was a good deal for
I,
15
no,
mil. But then
no,
if it was back then,
15 mil, fam. Are you being serious? How could look? We got Mazraoui, not Mazraoui, sorry, Malasia for 15 mil. Yeah, Mazraoui for 15 mil. Come on,
the yeah, you can't. Thing is,
that's a
you
deal.
speaking about it. Okay, you say it's a steal, right? Do you also see Malasia as a steal?
I thought so at the time. I
Yeah,
thought
exactly.
Malasia
You're saying at the
lasted.
time.
Yeah, but
You're saying
obviously Malasia never. Hold on, Malasia never lasted 2 seasons. Mazraoui's proven himself over this whole season. Do you know what I mean? Malasia did not prove himself over his first season. Let's just be honest.
no, but I feel like at the same time, I'm talking about when there were sounds of us getting a Mazraoui. Did you have that same faith that you're having right now? Because I feel like at this
Only,
moment, you being
only,
more like,
only. I mean, I have more appreciation for him because I don't know if you
yeah,
know because that he only joined like a month. How much months ago? A couple of months ago, you said 6 months.
like I only joined like 2 months ago. I'm on the blue badge.
2 months. Okay, so
Yeah.
so he's on the blue badge. Okay, well let me tell you this, yeah, bro. Let me be honest.
Mm.
I was a big Wan-Bissaka fan, and everybody in this community knows. Joe was like, "No, Wan-Bissaka can't go. He's a good defender." Blah blah blah. Swear down. As soon as Masraoui came in, I was like, "Oh, wait, yeah. Wan-Bissaka can stay where he is, blood." I was like, "He can stay." Listen, Masraoui came and showed me instant change, and I liked it. I was there for it, yeah. And that was under Ten Hag, yeah. That was when Ten Hag still was here, yeah. So yeah, he was an upgrade, 100%. He was an upgrade on what we already had. So instantly, maybe not when we was trying to buy him, but when we got him, I instantly fell in love with him because he felt like it was better than what we had. So
Okay.
I don't know where you place
But
that.
I have a
For me,
question for you then.
go on then.
If Delap turns out to have that same impact that Mazraoui did, and it's not, let's be honest right now. I love Hojlund. I call him Hoy Boy. As an anime fan, I love Hoy. No, wait, hear me out. Wait, hear
Why?
me out.
No,
And
no, no, no. You
like
said you
in the
love
big,
Israel,
like
Why?
I
not
listen,
Israeli.
like
Ireland, you
Why?
no, you have
Ireland.
to understand. Like when he came in and the impact he made in the UEFA, if not for the Onana like blunders, Hoyland actually did well. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it's a bad season. I looked at it that way, but then his run of form this entire season, anything could be an improvement from that. So if my question to you is if the lab comes in, scores us a proper 15, are you gonna say, ah, this guy was actually a good buy? Or are you gonna have that same stance that you had with, oh, I
Hold
love
on.
Wan Bissaka, but Wan Bissaka's gone?
If he scores 15, what in just the Premiership or in all competitions? Because this is what you have to realize. This whole scores is
In
15.
Prem.
If it's just the Premier scores 15, I'll be
In Prem.
okay with that. Okay
Hold
with that
on.
for his first
Hold
season.
on. Wait.
For his first season, I'd be
Okay.
okay with that. Yeah,
How
I'd
are
be
you
okay.
okay with that?
I wouldn't be ecstatic. I'd be okay with that.
Okay, this is under the assumption we get Cunha first. And this is an additional, this is 15 on Delap. We don't know how much Cunha is going to get. We know that if there's a capable striker in front,
To be
which
honest,
Delap is, let's be honest, there's going to be stats that are coming up.
we don't know how much either one of them are going to get in a Manchester United shirt, bro. We buy people all the time saying they're getting this, they're getting that over there, and they come here and they do squat diddly. Yeah, let's
Okay.
be honest. Yeah, so I don't want to do this whole Mystic Meg shit, yeah, where we're predicting the future. But I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I feel like as a Manchester United fan, having the likes of Cunha come in, if he doesn't get someone like Delap, bro, because what it's looking like to me right now, yeah, and a lot of people have been saying it in the chat, we're not gonna get Delap. We are not going to get Delap, and if that don't happen, then what, bro? What is next on the list? Who is on the agenda? Are we going to go for Jonathan David, who's a free agent? Or we're going to go and get, we're not going to get Vardy, obviously. Yeah, but what are we going to do, bro? It's just, we're going to keep Hojlund. We're going to keep Hojlund. Yeah. We'll keep Hojlund. We'll keep Xerxes. Well, I don't think Xerxes was going anywhere in the first place, but we're going to keep Hojlund. Yeah, because we ain't gonna get Delap, so we'll keep Hojlund. We won't buy anybody else, bro. And if we get someone like Jonathan David, how much does he score a season?
You see, the thing is, I don't even want to think about getting a Jonathan David, man. Because if you're getting a Jonathan David, being optimistic is seeing him with 4 goals in a season, bro. That's my opinion. I think, like, we're also not looking at the fact that Delap is Prem proven. Like, of course, we're looking at the possibility of even landing him, right? I think your point, correct me if I'm wrong, is we don't even know if we're going to get him if we're getting a 62.5 mil player in Cunha. Like, how do we know we're even going to get someone else? My question to you is, it's not actually a question. I'd rather just say, I'm confident that we getting Delap with Cunha. I think it would have been impossible, even if the likes of Ornstein didn't say anything about Osimhen. I don't think we were gonna get the two. I felt like it was gonna be one or the two. I felt like it was gonna be, if we're getting Osimhen, we're gonna get a Semenyo. I didn't think we were gonna get the two because
hold on, whoa,
it's the truth.
Is this Jonathan? No, not you. Stop. Is this
sorry.
Jonathan David? Yo. Is this Jonathan David? What? Okay, listen, yeah. If he got 20 plus in League One this year, so why are we looking at? Hold on a minute. Why are we looking at Delap for anyway? Then why are we? If this guy's on a free, why are we looking at Delap anyway?
How much did Delap get in the Prem?
Bro.
In the Prem. How much did he get in the Prem?
I don't even, bro. I don't think they're playing anything else, bro. It's Ipswich. They don't play anything else.
No. That's the best part. It's Ipswich too. He's doing it in a team that doesn't have a comparable midfield to we do. They don't have a Bruno. They don't have the defense that we have. Like, let's be real. If we're gonna be saying, all right, let's take a gamble and go for Jonathan, then I don't think Amarim is supposed to even go for a risk. He shouldn't go for a risk. This is his first full season.
I don't know if I don't know if you ended the poll from the last one, yeah, but I beg you do me a favor and put up a poll now. Jonathan David or Delap, please. I beg. Jonathan David.
I feel like we can't be going for Jonathan David when the Delap is here.
Why not?
Because one played in the Prem.
Bro, if he's scoring 20, he's free. Bro, he's free.
Okay.
He's free.
Can we list all the teams in Ligue 1 that are comparable to the top 6 in Ligue 1? And I can list all of the teams in Prem that are comparable to the big 6 in the Prem.
I'll tell you something,
top
bro.
6 in the Prem.
Scoring goals is a specific skill that not everybody can do, as we know from Rasmus Hojlund right now, fam. Yeah, brother, bring me someone that's scoring 20 plus goals.
Rasmus Hojlund didn't even score that much goals in the previous. He wasn't even scoring goals in Atalanta like that. We just got him as a chance.
What I'm getting at, bro. Why not get someone that's scoring 20 plus goals in their league? You don't understand what I'm saying?
League on
scoring less than 15. Don't get someone that's scoring less than 15. Get someone that's
less than 15 in a league that has powerful defenders.
Okay, do you know? I'm going to ask you this question then, Brenda. I don't know this question, the answer to this question, but you have to go and find out how much players in that league, is scoring 20 plus goals. Then, because if it's not a lot, then bring him right now. If it's less than 6 players over there that's scoring more than 20 league goals, bring him right now. Because that's an individual talent, bro. That's an individual. Come on, are you being crazy? No matter what, this is the Premiership of their league, of their country, yeah. If they're scoring 20 plus goals, unless it's a bum league, yeah, like a proper bum league that you don't know anything about, yeah, bro, it's the French league. We've got great players from the French league before. There are great players out there right now that have come from the French league, fam. How many players in the French league currently right now are scoring 20 plus goals? Ask yourself that question before you say it's the French league. Do you get me?
Okay. My question for you, right? And it might not be a responsive question, but here's my question for you. Would you choose someone who scores goals in the Ligue 1, or someone who scores goals in the same league that you're playing in? I need you to think about that. Which, come on. No, hey, stop. You can't do that. You can't do that. The physicality is different in the Prem. We know what type of
Yeah, it's
league League
physical
Un
in the
is
French
compared
league.
to the
It's
Prem.
yeah, but okay. Let's be honest. Yeah, the French league is one thing. It's full of physical, fast players. Surely you must understand that. Maybe they might not be as technical as maybe like the Italian league or the Spanish league, but they're physical and they're fast. Yeah, you
I
must
agree.
admit that about the French league.
I
Yeah,
agree. I agree.
agree. So
Yeah.
let's face it, bro. They're very physical over there. So what do you mean by you couldn't handle, bro? A lot of good players come from the French league, fam.
Okay.
Come on, you
Shall
must.
we look at it like this? No.
How many French players are
No.
playing for Real Madrid right now?
Oh,
How
that's a different.
how many fast
That's
won the World
oh, you're looking past league dynamics right now. You're looking at Real Madrid. We're talking about the Premier League.
Cup?
How many?
How much
Okay,
in the
okay.
Champions League?
Look at it.
How much?
What you're
How
doing
many
right
players
now
in the
is
Champions League?
you're talking about French successful players making their way into the La Liga. Of course, they're gonna do well because in terms of the makeup of the La Liga and the makeup of the likes of a Ligue 1, they both fast and physical. It's just it's more technical in La Liga. We're looking at something of the likes of a Premier League. That's a completely different world. You're gonna get a Jonathan David. Don't put him out into the shocks like that. Let him be a second place striker.
Oh, Wajid is here. I'm sorry, guys. A lot of people are going to get skipped. Wajid made a very good comment. Wajid,
Yeah,
please explain what you just said in the comments
no, it's
because
just,
we never got our.
but just based on your logic, on all this proven stuff, why go anywhere else? Why cry for Gyökeres? Why cry for Osimhen? Why ask for Sesko? Like previously, like I said, didn't we wouldn't sign people like Van Nistelrooy if we're just doing league proven stuff.
There we go.
We wouldn't have
Oh,
taken.
he ran away.
Has he gone?
Beanie. Yo, Beans. Oh, he came back. No, he went away.
He
No,
said he's here.
bro,
He said he's here.
yeah, I know. I see, but I just clicked on it and then he disappeared again.
Nice.
Right. But anyway, all right, go on, make your point still, and I'll bring someone else in as well.
No,
Because
Joe, don't skip the line, man. There's people like in the private chat saying, bring me, just bring me back in order to.
no worries, we'll get to your point in a second. 1 second. All right, do you know what? Let's go straight to the next caller that was here. Let's go to Rapper. I'll do the ops after the show. Rapper, what are you saying? You've heard the conversations. Where do you stand with this, fam?
Listen, I've always said that David is an option, but I'm gonna be real. This Delap thing, I had a feeling it's not guaranteed, but we should bring in Mateta, bro. I'm telling you, bring in Mateta. We need a senior striker. We keep doing this youth thing. Mateta, cheap and cheerful, and he's proven in the Prem. We can get Jonathan David on top of that if you want as well. From the free market.
What do you call cheap and cheerful? What do you call cheap?
Full PM for a senior striker. He's done it in the Prem.
Is that what he's going to cost, though?
That's what they're muting it as. It could be that. It could be more. But if it's a ridiculous price, then leave it. Obviously, but because this, I'm thinking realistic now. I'm thinking very realistic when it comes to signings. Because this Osimhen talk was funny, and I knew it wasn't going to happen. All this Osimhen talk, yada yada, yappa. Man wants his peas. It was never going to happen. So, really, Jonathan David is realistic. I'm not going to be mad at that. Jonathan David is realistic. Bring him in. He's 25.
Hold on, who's the one that you said you wanted Mateta, right?
Yeah, Mateta.
Okay, start that, right? All right, I'm starting poll. Who would you prefer, people? David, Delap, or Mateta. Yeah, there we go. Poll started.
We need two though. Ideally, we need two strikers, not one, because Rasmus needs to go.
Especially if we get the likes of Delap. I don't think he can do it by himself, fam. He can't do it. I don't think he should.
We need a senior striker.
Yes, he shouldn't be given that pressure again. We'll be doing the same thing to another.
So Delap with Mateta or David, one of the two. That's what it has to be. Not just Delap. He's not the savior. He's not going to save us. It's not going to happen. We've seen this movie how many times? We've seen this movie how many times? It's getting boring now.
So for you, then,
how
do you go with this Prem proven thing? Do you think it has to be a Prem proven person? That's why you said Mateta.
The reality is it's a mix in it, but Mateta I've seen for 2 seasons now. He's matched work, so I'll bring him in. I can believe if he goes into a better, supposedly better team, and he's at the right age where he should be able to handle it. He won't get bullied. He's 27. 27.
Okay. And he's a big youth as well, so he shouldn't get bullied still.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just being like, he's doing well in Palace. He did well the last season. We're not a top team right now. We have to be honest with ourselves. Where we are, he's an improvement. I don't care what anyone says.
All right. So let me be honest with you right now, yeah? I don't see us getting 2 strikers. Yeah. That's how I feel. Heart of hearts. I
kind of agree. I'll be real. If we're not getting 2 strikers, run me Mattel. Sorry, run me Mattel. Delap is another development.
Over Delap,
yeah. Run me Mattel. Because I know how the fan base goes. If we go for another development and he flops, then what?
What if it comes down to David or Delap?
Comes down to David or Delap. That's a techie one because David, he may look good in the French league, but Delap has shown already in the Prem with limited resources, he can do something. So if he goes to a bigger club and he's playing with better players, he should be able to do more. But yeah, it's one of them ones. David is still.
So if it comes down to David or Delap, you're going for Delap.
Yeah.
Basically, right now, your number 1 target is Mateta, really, isn't it?
Mateta, yeah, Rami Mateta.
Okay, I hear that.
I've been watching Palace all season before. I've been watching Palace all season just to see. Let me see. But I looked at his previous season's numbers as well. Thought, no, he's getting better. So he's coming into his prime. Just run me Mateta. Senior striker.
1 striker. If it's a 1 striker situation, I'm not mad at that, I'm not mad at that because if it's just 1 striker we're getting, I would rather not go with another person who's seen
another new project. I'm tired of that now. I'm tired of that.
Although your ceiling, I understand that the ceiling might be higher because you don't know what they could become, but at the same time,
the ceiling for Delap will be higher. I'm not denying that, but for what it is right now, everyone's to progress right now. Run me Mattel.
I'm hearing it, Hey,
for Amrin's sake as well, because I know for Amrin's sake as well, he needs to progress quickly next season. We know what it is. Next season.
The coach has to coach, fam. Yeah,
that's what it is.
Right, listen,
yeah. A lot of the top reds.
If I let go, you're gonna come off. So go and finish this.
a lot of the top reds were turning on Amrin, saying this and that. He should be sacked if he doesn't do this by October. I'm seeing it. We expected more, so he's going to be under pressure next season. Get Mateta. I'm saying it. Get Mateta.
Bring Mateta. Man said bring Mateta. I don't know now, though. I actually don't know. I mean, what's Mateta's output this season? If anybody knows, I'm going to start this. I didn't really think about Mateta that much before I started the show. If I'm being honest with you, who's next in line? Mateta's got 14 goals. Yeah, Abs is the guru. 14 in 33 is not really much better than Delap. Then is it? It's really much better than Delap then, and he's in the Prem. I think I'd rather Delap. If that's the output. Okay, let's move. Hey, Pav, what you saying, fam? How you doing?
Yo, man.
What's good? What's good? You had the conversation. Let's talk about the striker situation first. Yeah. If we don't get to that, or actually, it's out of the three. Let's answer the poll. Out of those three right now, yeah. If we only can get one striker this season, which one of those three would you want?
I originally said no to Delap, but that's when people were forcing it down everyone's throat, innit? And
Yeah.
it's because I was too fixated on Osman. And
You know that it's not happening.
no,
Yeah.
so obviously it's not happening, but I understand where people are coming from with the whole Delap thing because name me an up and coming English striker other than Delap.
That's also true.
This
It's
is
true.
why the likes of Chelsea are looking at him. I think there's some other clubs that are looking at him, some of the other top clubs, Tottenham, I think. No doubt, probably Liverpool. You never know, City might want him back, but I don't see why. Because they got Marmoush now. But there'll be clubs after him. And people are, I've seen talks of saying that they see a young Harry Kane in him, but he's got a long way to hit that level, a long, long way. And I always said if we brought in Delap, he couldn't be the only one, and that's why I wanted Osman. We need
Yeah.
if we need two strikers because I can't do the same thing again. I can't have another year of Hoyland, and I do not rate Xerxes. I was told he was a striker, then I was told he was a 10, and then he wasn't a 10. He was a 10.5, a 9.5, 20.5. I don't know.
Just play football, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I was told that this guy would score goals, but no, both of them have got to go. In my opinion, in it, I don't care. Both of them need to go. I'm taking Delap over that poll. I am taking Delap. Jonathan David is a good striker. Anyone who comes on here and says he's not, they're lying. But because I get it, like the young thing, people are gonna say, oh, the whole young thing. But if there's a chance, yeah, that Delap's gonna be the future England striker, we haven't had one of them since Rooney, and I'd like Delap to be here. And if Amram's a great coach, like everyone's been trying to tell me, yeah, obviously my opinions on him are there in it, but I'll give him a clean slate from pre-season, see what he does next season. Then he should coach this kid to scoring goals because the two strikers you have had, you can't coach them to get goals. Now, I've told you, my brain's been fried for 12 years, bro. Someone like I've had chats with people, they're telling me to look at things differently, innit? So I'm trying to look at things differently. I'm trying to give people chances, but I ain't letting I ain't gonna allow certain criticism. I'll still be on the manager or the players if they're not performing. I'm probably one of the only ones who actually don't have a biased opinion on majority things. I'll say it as it is, innit? But out
I
of
know.
them three,
Say
it'll
this
be
one
the
thing.
lap. But it still can't. He can't be the only one, bro. He can't be the only
There we
one.
go. But
That's
this is
my
what I was going
issue.
to say. You see, 1 second, yes, because when it comes down to it, yeah, this is the thing. I don't think we're getting more than one, bro. That
I
means
still think we're getting two.
we'll get Hoyland. We'll keep Hoyland no matter what, yeah, and get one of
Do you know
those.
what I
That's
do? You know, like these clubs sniffing around Delap, yeah? I don't know if anyone else agrees, but I'm going to Ipswich and I'm saying, listen, obviously he's got a buyout clause of 30 mil. Here's Cheeto for a year. And if you want him for a second year, on loan, not to sell, on loan. I'm saying, McKenna, listen, your style of football's all right, but obviously the quality of players you got ain't going to keep you up. But to try help you get back into the championship next year, look at this kid. Been scoring goals at youth level. We'll give you lot Cheeto for a year on loan and possibly for a second year if you want to keep him for another year. Let him develop at Ipswich.
hey, pal. People are saying smart business, because we need. This is what I was saying as well about our young players needing time to develop, just like how Ahmad did, to be fair, and that's a good shout. I see.
And him getting game time in the championship will do him good. I remember Harry Kane going to Leicester at one point. Probably didn't score many goals, but in the championship, obviously Cheetah could get a bit stronger, put a bit of muscle on. learn the trade, because we ain't in that position to be giving someone like Cheeto a chance in this team when we're like this crap, bro. We need the bagsman. Delap, yes. I don't agree with the Mateta thing. Again, I'm not going to cry if he comes in because we need something different. I would, if Osman's out the window, I'll take David on a free and Delap. It's not like we're paying for two strikers. Then obviously you're signing them fee for David, but you got two strikers there that are different from Xerxes and
Hey
Rasmus.
Pav, do you know what, yeah?
But I did business.
Shut up! Shut up!
This is business.
Well done, Pav. Well done. Hey, that's not a bad idea. If we could work something like that out, yeah, because obviously we need to get some experience into these younger strikers as well, yeah. And the likes of Bobby, you can all see his trajectory. It could be something great. Yeah. And if you have time at a team like Ipswich, a team that we could see can play good football at times, this could be, bro, well done.
And Cheeto going Ipswich is probably the perfect fit. Like I said, McKenna's there. He does have a style of play, but like I said, there's only a certain amount of championship quality players that's going to do you in the Premier League, innit? But in the championship, a year or two there, Cheetah can improve. Like, he can't just sit in our youth level forever, like we've done previously with players before. Even like an Amas, I don't know if he's someone who's going to be in our squad, but him going to a team like Ipswich or someone else in the Premier League, getting that experience and stuff. But we can't rely on too many kids in this team because we won't get into the Champions League consistently. We need to. It needs to be a mixture of profiles, talent, and age groups in this team. Like, I don't want to do the whole thing where it's all youngsters. Again, like I said, the lap has to come in because there isn't an up and coming striker with obviously an English striker other than him in that age bracket at the minute. I don't know if anyone else knows any, but yeah. And if there's a chance that he could turn into something, or the coach could turn him into something, then you have to, for 30 mil. We'll be crying in 5-6 years time. We did do this for 30 mil.
Do you know what? I fully agree with you. Do you know what Pav? This new Pav, bro. This new Pav, bro. You've embraced.
It's not really new because you'll still hear the older me when these players or the managers effing up in it. But it's because I already know that this guy's not going to get sacked no matter what. What else am I going to do? Sit here every week and cry about it?
You sound calm. That's what it is. You know,
the thing is, you know the most exciting thing for me in football is it is the transfers, isn't it? Like when you get in that new present and that. But yeah, the club need to move quick because as soon as is Ipswich guaranteed to go down? They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the club need to move quick, innit? Because Chelsea moved like literally they did the little ninja thing on us with Quendo, innit? But
they're saying that they're confident, bro. That's what the reports are saying. They're saying that they're confident.
I know, but the United need to move in quick as well because 30 mil. Again, you talk to Ipswich and be like, listen. But again, it's us saying it, but obviously you need someone at United to have that conversation with them, innit? But they need to move quick, no matter what. Talk to Delap and listen. Obviously, at Chelsea, they look to chop players after a year or so. They're not happy with this and that. Like Chelsea are a mess as well, isn't it? With all that money they spend. So, just say to Delap, look, we're gonna try and improve you. This is what our vision is. Hopefully, Champions League football. But yeah, you need to move quick. Like if the Cunha one looks 80-90% certain, then you might as well start talking properly with Ipswich now.
Do you know what? That's one thing I'm more confident in INEOS doing than obviously the old regime at Manchester United, isn't it? They have been doing this since last season, to be fair. The likes of Mazraoui and Delap and all this was already touted from before the season ended. You know what I mean? We was always looking at these players before we got fingers crossed. You know,
the attacking area of our team needs to be looked at first. Then obviously the midfield or defence after. You're gonna have to pretty much the whole summer for that, but the attacking area needs to be done quick because players will go quick in that area if you're not on the ball, especially when some of them are available now, innit? So Get them for pre-season, man.
So if we only get Delap, then this is one question I've been asking a lot of people. Last point before I get in someone else. Yeah, if we only get Delap, what's as an attacking option? Yeah, I can't say who the midfield option, wing back option will be. Yeah, but if we only get him as a known, not Delap, only get Cunha, and don't get Delap, is that enough?
No, and then I'm pissed, innit? I'll be pissed because there is no goals coming from Boyne and Xerxes. If them two, yeah, were that good, they would have scored they would have scored goals now in this season with all these games played. Yeah, I don't care if Xerxes gets one goal in about 4 or 5 games and then doesn't score. That is not good enough. But if we only get Delap, that guy will get more goals than them two scrubs combined.
Only Cunha, no Delap.
Oh no, it's not enough because you can't extend. Then we're expecting the guy who's come in as a 10 to get the goals. Then what's the point? We might as well go put a midfielder as a striker, do an Arsenal thing, play Bruno as a striker. It's what we probably should have done anyway. He probably would have got more goals than them 2 scrubs that we got here anyway.
But that's my worry, you know. But anyway, Pav, look, I'll bring you back here. Obviously, we're getting close to that. It's an hour and a half, so I don't want to go to 2 hours. So let me just bring someone else in, yeah? Talk to you in a bit. Right, abs. You've been giving
yo. Hey, shout out to the new version of Pav, bro. Shout out to the new version of Pav because
good suggestions too. Good suggestions.
Yeah, because he took my thunder because that's exactly what I was going to say as well. I was going to say, get the loan someone out to them so that they can learn on McKenna because McKenna is meant to be really good working with kids. And to be honest, he must have done something because Delap last season only scored 8 goals in the championship. And he's come to the Prem and he's done well. He's got, 12 goals in 32.
Okay.
He's done something's working.
Delap is actually on a trajectory of being better and better every season, hopefully.
100%. And yeah, you're right. Pav's right. Kane was not that good in the lower leagues. And he kind of just came in and then he just went poof. And I think in that place, he probably learned, I just need to strike the ball well all the time I take a shot. Because one thing about Kane is when he hits the ball, it's hit. It stays hit. It stays hit. And it doesn't matter what foot he's using either. He clean hits all the way. That's technique that you've had to work on all the time. But yeah, listen, for this conversation, right? I understand wanting to get Mateta over the lap, but I think for me, good or bad, INEOS have shown how they're going to behave. They want to get youngsters that they can grow, they can promote, they can grow up. Maybe they can sell in the future. I'm not too 100% sure about that angle, right? They don't want to get made guys or guys that are hitting their primes because at that point, that's when they start asking for a higher amount of money. The moment I heard that Osimhen wasn't looked at, I said, okay, I know which way you're going. And like I said, good or bad, at least I know where you're at. So now I'm looking at every transfer in that light. And I will now know, okay, cool, they're buying it to build up. Which is not great because obviously we want to be a finish article now. But if you ask for a rebuild before Ten Hag came, well, this is what a rebuild looks like.
I get it. I get that. Yeah.
But what a rebuild looks like
should also involve 1 or 2 solidified signings, ones that
I think he's thinking he's already got that. He's got that in defense. He's got Maguire in midfield. He's got Bruno. Attack is where we don't have it, and we're never going to get it.
But that's not. But no. Okay. Okay. I get that. I understand what you're saying.
If you have a senior or a mature
striker, it's going to be expensive. It's going to be.
If you get a mature senior striker that has seasons of getting a certain amount of goals, you're going to have to pay for that.
Jonathan David, then.
Well, I'm more than happy to get him on a free because there's only 2 guys that have scored more goals than him in Liga, right? Dembele is on 21 and Greenwood is on 18. We're not going to get Dembele. We're not going to get Dembele. This guy was sold a couple of seasons ago for 140 million. We're not going anywhere near him, right? And I don't think he'll leave Lyon at this precise moment because this is the best football he's played since Dortmund, right? Greenwood, for obvious political reasons, he ain't coming back. We just want him to get sold so that we eat some of that money, right? So the next best thing other than that is Jonathan Davis. And obviously, he's put himself in the market. PSG. He's put himself in the market the way he's done the contract. He's put himself in the market so that it's like a rush with all the big teams and stuff like that, right? I haven't heard of anyone else really going for him at the moment. Things will change in the summer when they can't get their initial targets. But I like him because Delap, if you get Delap for 30, right? What Delap is good at is everything that Hojlund is crap at. The physical battle, the putting himself in dangerous places, the running in behind, the running at players, the carrying the ball on counterattacks. All of that, Delap is good at. Whether he scores or not, we've watched him. He's doing it to every team.
That's
right?
true.
He's doing it to every team.
That's true.
So that's good. Jonathan Davis doesn't have that. For me, he's more of a poacher. Someone said Rashford, don't be disrespectful. He's more of a poacher. He's trying to get in behind into the channels and he's trying to take a shot. But on top of that, he's actually been quite good at assisting as well. Because he's got 4 assists in the league, but he's got 11 in all competitions and he got 25 goals in all competitions.
It sounds like out of the poll, those 3 players. Delap's for you,
I would pick Delap. I'm not gonna lie. I love Mateta, but there was 3 seasons ago. Okay, no. Yeah, 3 seasons ago, 2 seasons ago, no one wanted Mateta. Palace fans didn't want Mateta. Kuda, that's on my stream every week, wanted that guy out. Then all of a sudden, he started tucking his shirt into his shorts and started going crazy. Right? It started going crazy. Then this season, he's doing the same thing. Then the World Cup or the Olympic thing that he did with France, he was going crazy in that. All of a sudden,
it could just mean he's coming to form, though. Do you get what I mean? Whatever the manager's doing with
his prime ages. But if you go and buy him, don't get me wrong, Palace are a selling club. They're sluts. Wherever money comes, right? Because imagine last season they were even surprised no one came from Eze, right? And I'm saying I ain't gonna lie to you. If we're going to get a number 10, Eze's name has to be on the list. I understand why they're going for Cunha, but I really want Eze. But that's another topic for another day, right? So if you go there with 45, they'll sell you Mateta. But my problem is I think Mateta is going to start asking for 200. Money he's not going to see. But that's exactly what they all do.
Come on now.
But they will. But he will. He's 27.
You don't know yet, innit? Yeah. Let's stop this because he has to.
I am assuming. I am predicting because this is what tends to happen.
I get that.
This is what tends to happen.
Hopefully that's not the case in it because all these players should know that they're taking a step up and all these players should be and their agents should now be aware of Manchester United and what they're trying to outline when it comes to salary. So fingers crossed, let's not be doubters here of people. Let's hope that people have some sort of moral outline.
You know what? Someone has put a name, right? That's also on the free transfer market.
Is that
I don't feel comfortable about him.
Yeah,
there's something mentally wrong with him. Like he just, for some reason, his mindset just decides, I'll have a good season. Next season, it has to be a bad one or average one, and he starts arguing with people. Leroy Sané is on the
Sané.
If it was FIFA, I would.
Where would he play? Where would he play though?
He's good enough to play. He's good enough to play anyway. You can play wing back. You can play in 10. He's good enough for that.
I see him as wing back, but the inside.
I ain't gonna lie. If it was FIFA or football manager, I'll get him. But this Man United in real life, I don't think we can handle that. Also, I don't know what his pay structure is.
How old is he as well?
20. I might be wrong, but I'm sure he's 29 or 28.
He's getting there soon.
He's in the I think there's something. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say he's a bad egg, but he's not exactly the best. Like put it this way, yeah. I've said I'm not 100% sure of Cherky for the same thing.
But for the bad egg situation.
I'm not. There's so much stories of the guy. I mean, like, I always tell some people, Google's free. There's so much story of this guy. I'm not 100% sure he's the right person to bring to this culture right now. If he was coming to join Alex Ferguson's culture and that room, I would have been like, yeah, get him now. Get him right now. Because them Giggs, Scholes, Fletcher, Keane, all them man will talk him into sense. Or he'll leave. Yeah. Like, it's simple. You'll be an outcast or you learn.
I think I agree as well. I wouldn't want to get Sonny as well because I feel like he's another player that will feel like maybe
but
get.
The thing is, if you look at Sonny like how he was at Man City, pace and all the rest of that, then yes, you're gonna go, oh, he's washed. But if you look at the way he plays now, he's more controlled of the ball. Still getting a shot, still going past players. But again, as I've said, I'm not throwing him in the hat. I'm just throwing him in the air. You guys can discuss that. I'm saying no, but it's just. I know someone's gonna buy. You know when someone's gonna buy? I know someone's gonna buy and say, "No, bring him in."
It's an option. It's an option, but you know them ones there. Like it's an option, but maybe very late.
I mean, listen, if we get Delap and Jonathan Davis, two actual strikers, you gotta make. That's really important. Not a 9.5, 10.5. I don't know where he plays. Not we shouldn't have bought him anyway because he never scored enough goals. Like none of that. Two actual
striker.
Yeah, two actual strikers, two actual number 10s. I'm gonna say top 6 to be reasonable, but I actually believe it could be a little bit more. But that's just me.
Before you go, are we actually gonna get 2 10s? That's what you want, but is that what you?
I would love to 2 10s, but I know we're only gonna get one for this season and start from there. Like, look, they have soft launch. We don't have money to the world. Right, even though 24 hours later they said they're gonna do a 5 billion stadium or whatever, right? That's soft launch. Remember, I said it when I came back on the show. I said,
it was kind of a soft launch here, but if you check it, they already outlined, and I think it was Anthony was speaking about the fact that if you check what we already have gone for, it looks like Manchester United initial budget before selling is about 100 mil.
Yeah,
for the people we can go for,
and it's these two players that they've. And it's these two players. Do you know what? Yeah. That's why I respect what they're doing, because if they say the first 100 million that we have to spend in the transfer market, they've gone for a 10, they've gone for a striker. That means for me as a football person, I know they're watching too. I know they're finding that watching because I have been asking. We have to throw in Onana in there at some point, right? So,
but not yet. But not yet, not for necessity.
So if you get a striker and a number 10, right, probably gives us at least 30 extra goals. Then they go wing back, because I'm still certain we need another wing back. Then they go midfielder, centre mid, preferably. Then they go goalkeeper as the last one. I will be happy. I probably will call it a brilliant, like absolutely brilliant.
Might even go Onana before I go midfield.
I can see that. I can see that. Because if everyone's leaves fit, we have enough. Yeah. But I don't know.
Onana before the midfield, Onana before the midfield, bro. It's just. But anyway,
Wajid, I'm looking to get Wajid. I'm looking to get rid of the law. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like there's names, right, of people that have been here long enough and done not enough, right? Luke Shaw. Delap. Lindelof is already going. Lindelof's already going. Hallelujah. Right? These names that were here in Jose's era need to all get the hell out. You've done enough. You've earned enough. You need to go.
You, but I need to go to the door 1 second, guys. Yeah. So, guys, please talk for 1 second.
No one here has any bad views.
You don't have to have a bad view. Conversation. Jesus, you don't have to fight.
Just want to argue, bro.
He's one. This guy is ready for a fight for no reason whatsoever.
Everyday argue, bro. What's wrong with you, fam?
Bring in Charles, bro. Bring in Charles, bro.
This show has been so good so far.
Yo,
no, Aston.
Yeah, remove Archie's Arsenal.
There you go. No, there you go.
No, Aston, bro.
I know you asked for someone to cuss. There you go. I got to get the door.
Who's we? It's only one crackhead,
bro.
Hey, whoa! Don't call me a crackhead now. Don't you dare.
Now hold on.
My man.
Whenever you guys are saying
deserves better.
Whatever you guys are saying, just keep Osimhen out of this matter. I beg. Don't just destroy that boy. Leave Osimhen alone. I beg you. I beg
We're
you.
not
Just
touching him,
that
my
guy is not
friend.
your mate. Don't
He's too
even bring him to
expensive.
that your club. I beg. I beg. That's
He's
what I
too
want. I want
expensive. He's too expensive. Don't worry.
Don't
Can I ask
even,
you a question, though?
don't go close. Now one use
What
now
strike
one
will you
come
get?
point assassin for the guy Gary. I beg you. Stay that way. Stay
Solomon,
hold
what
your
strike
side,
will you
let
get?
him hold his side. I beg.
So you can score. So you can score 0 goals at the AFCON again. Yeah,
think I-
elite thing.
Whoa.
Zero
He
goal.
scored 2. Wajid.
I heard they're picking Gyökeres. I heard
The
they're
greatest
picking
Nigerian player, they
Gyökeres.
said.
Arsenal again, Gyökeres.
Swear down.
I think so.
Since when? Since when?
You think so?
Since when?
You guys really are getting him.
No. Since when? I'm
I think
interested.
that's what they're gonna get because
Who told you? Who told you?
Wait,
Who told you?
guys.
Who told you?
No, this is it. Let me tell you something. I think Ateta is going to get. I think the board is going to get him Gyökeres. But for me, I think it's a disappointment considering the window, the last window, the January window we had. When we didn't get a player that January window, what I believe is, in order to make a statement, at least for depriving us of the chance of winning something this season, because I believe that the board is so responsible for what happened to Arsenal this season. So I felt like the best thing would have been go straight and break the bank for Isak. Because that is what he wants. So
You are not paying. You are not paying 100.
Coming to you, bro.
You are not paying 120 million for Isak. You are not paying 120 million for Isak.
About Isak. You didn't spend like 10 million for a striker last season. Now we're gonna spend 120, bro.
We didn't sign any player in January. Why can't we buy
You are
Isak?
not. And you're gonna spend your entire. You're gonna spend your entire transfer budget.
No way.
You're gonna spend. Hang on,
It
Solomon. You're gonna
doesn't
spend your.
matter. Isak
Solomon,
is
wait.
Isak is the deal.
Oh my god, man. Yeah, Arsenal gonna spend their entire transfer budget on Isak. What are we doing, man?
I honestly see Arsenal going for a loan on Sane rather than actually getting a Osimhen, right?
I think they're gonna get Sane. I think they're more likely to get Sane, not us.
Who's the Arsenal fan? Is it Solomon?
Yeah, Solomon.
Solomon, bro.
Hey, Solomon, I want to congratulate you, man. We want to congratulate you on your three-peat, innit? On finishing second for the last 3 years.
Bro, come on.
Three-peat on that, you know? Come on, man. Hey, everyone give him a clap.
No.
The
Remove
man
that,
got
bro.
their three-peat.
Remove that, bro.
Well done.
You
Well
can
done,
only
man.
show that if you want it, bro. You can only show that if you want it, bro.
This is coming home.
Yo,
This
guys,
is
hold on one
coming
second.
home.
Guys, 1 second. Solomon, did you
Hold
have
on.
a background
Yeah.
of Champions League?
Yo, go on, bring it back. No, Solomon, don't go anywhere.
Wait. Was that a Champions League background?
Deluded.
Nah, that's nasty. Get that out of your picture, bro. Remove it.
Solomon, if you
That
don't
is
win,
nasty, man.
Please, you're gonna play this after we win. You're gonna show this
Hey.
after we win.
Hey, what happens when you don't win?
Next
What happens
season.
when you don't win?
Next season, yeah? Next season.
You win what?
Hey, what happens when you
We
don't
win
win?
the
You're doing a
Champions
forfeit.
When
Are
we
you doing
don't
a forfeit?
if you don't win,
I will do a forfeit. We will win the Champions League. We will win the Champions
Hey,
League.
do you want
I
to
will
make a
do
bet?
any
Hey, do you want to make a bet? Do you want to make a bet?
I'll make a bet, bro. I'll make a bet.
I need to hear the bet.
Pav and Peter, what are you proposing?
I'm just saying he's got to do a forfeit of our choice if Arsenal don't win the league, and either me or Peter will do a forfeit if they do win one.
Listen, I already said that I'll eat a hot chip if we don't win the Youth League, yeah? I'll eat 3 hot chips if they win the Champions League, yeah?
Brother, what's wrong with you? You're on 5. Brother, what's wrong with you?
We don't want
3
any
hot
deaths on the show, bro. We don't want any deaths on the show, fam.
And I need the medical bill covered, yeah? From KG, if anything happens.
He gonna shock you.
Hey, brother,
That's
Shawty, people
no.
£18 in a yard man shop. You want him to pay you for medical bills?
That was hilarious, by the way, guys. Please check that out. As hell. But
Hey,
yeah.
Solomon, on a real thing, you ain't winning no Champions League, man. That's disgusting, man. Get that out of your phone, bro. Get that picture out of your phone.
Why are you saying we can't win it? Why?
OneDrive.
The 4 teams left in it have 5% chance of winning it. So what are you talking about? Just give me one reason why we can.
You're not winning it, bro.
I love Arsenal fans.
You 75%, bro.
Why?
75. You mean 25?
That's what we.
What do you mean, Joe?
Bro, that's the reason why we think that every time you say that, we think why? Because it's like, what proof or evidence for like potential like reasoning that you would have to believe that you, Arsenal, are going to win the Champions League?
You know what? Yeah,
I
if
just
they win
told
the
you.
Champions
I
League,
said,
yeah.
Joe, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Okay, now there is always a first time for everything. Chelsea won the Champions League. They were not the best team anyway. There's always a first time. And yes, there is no track record. Yes, we've always bottled finals like we used to say, but it happens once. Every team in the Champions League right now has a equal chance of winning it. And I'm telling you, side Inter, I fancy my chance with anybody left in the tournament.
Sorry, can I
you
step
fancy-
in quickly? Can I step in quickly?
Yeah.
Chelsea have been into a final 3 or 4 times. They lost to us. They beat Bayern Munich on penalties, right? And then they won against City. So when he says Chelsea didn't have a record, well, they've been there 3 times.
They've been
They've
there.
been there.
And they've won it
been
twice.
there too.
I could
And
be
they
wrong.
were-
People in the chat, correct me if I am wrong. But so they've won it 2 out of 3 times. I know they've been to the final. How many times have you won it?
We haven't won. Chelsea hasn't.
How
We
many
haven't
times you
won
been
it.
to the
Yes,
final?
but there is a first time. There is always a first time.
Yeah, there's the first time for everything, but you winning the UCL ain't one, bro.
Well,
You ain't winning it,
the
bro.
forfeit is on. The forfeit is on. We'll see what happens. And a lot of people are going to eat the hot sheep already this season. I'm telling you.
Answer me this: why is the leader making a lot of mistakes?
Wait.
What's going
It's
on?
funny. It's funny you mentioned hot chip, Solomon, because you said you do a forfeit if Arsenal don't win the Champions League. So you're going to do the hot
I
chip
will
then?
do it. I will do it.
Clip it.
You will do it.
Hold on.
I don't even want the guys. I don't even want the hot
Hold on. Solomon, turn your camera
Yeah.
back on. Turn your
Solomon.
camera back on. Turn your camera back on. Turn your camera back on. Turn your camera back on.
I
Speak
want
to us.
this. I
Say
want this
the
background all
Say the word.
every time he comes on next season if they lose. I want this background every time he comes on next season if they lose.
Hey, hold on. Everybody, let him speak. No one interrupt him. I want him to say it loud and clear so we can get nice clip. Could you please now, Solomon, tell me what's going to happen if Arsenal does not win the Champions League?
If Arsenal does not win this Champions League, I'm ready to do whatever forfeit I'm supposed to do. The hot chip challenge, yes, I am. I'm a Nigerian. I can take hot chip. Forget about it. That's normal thing for us here. So forget it.
Write it down.
So, but if we win, a lot of people are going to apologize. All of you, including you, Joe. And KG, I'm coming from everyone. For everyone, I'm coming for everyone.
All of us.
Hold on. I didn't even mean to cut you out there. I just meant to make your screen smaller. But let me say this one thing, yeah? Who was betting against him just now? Who was betting? Who was putting up the bets? Yeah? Hav and Peter. Are you willing to accept?
I'm also betting.
Yeah, bro.
What's going to be your challenge? What are you going to do? What are you going to do if they actually win the Champions League then? What are you going to do?
If they win the Champions League. I don't know. Anything he wants. I'll jump off a fucking skyscraper with a parachute.
Why is this guy risky? Bro, it's not that deep.
Realistic, bro. Be realistic.
Why are you always trying to unalive yourself, fam?
I actually believe
this man just needs an excuse, man. Like,
yeah.
Nah, bro. We appreciate you here, Peter. We want to see more of Peter, fam. Yeah, we need you on the NFL shows, so NBA shows. What are you talking about? Chill, bro.
Nah, bro.
What time did that NBA show finish?
I'm that confident, bro.
Bro, I fell
The
asleep.
biggest bottlers ever, bro. Ever.
Right, guys, listen. Let's go around the table now. Then, yeah. Apart from this Arsenal fan, we had enough for you, Arsenal guy. Get out. You will do the hot chip if you.
Joe, are you coming in with bets? Joe, are you taking the bet?
Raw boy, he's calling you out.
Well, that was finished. Well, what? I didn't hear anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I never made.
I think I heard that. I can't lie.
Joe's learning his lesson with Arsenal fans this year. Joe's learning his lesson with Arsenal fans this year.
I'm not betting with Arsenal fans again this season, fam. I've got one strong bet that I'm trying to change the rules of right now. I can't even lie to you. So
He's not changing that, my friend. Have fun.
I'm trying to change the rules of this bet here, but anyway, we'll talk about that later. So let's go around the stands right now as Manchester United fans, yeah, and just ask this question. Amorim next season, if the transfer window goes the way that I've been saying in this show, where he only gets Cunha as a number one target, as the biggest name coming in as a established first team player, and all the rest are just names that we are like, we have to go research on, yeah. I think Pab's already said this, but where are you guys leaving this manager to finish next season? Like, what would be acceptable for you? And does he get another free shot because he didn't really have a real season and now he's not got another real season?
There's no more free hits. There's no more free hits. Let's not do that.
Anybody else? Because I want to know, because that's no more.
What was the question? What was the question?
So Peter, if he only gets Cunha, yeah, Cunha is his number one top target. Yeah, that's the only person they bring in as an established player. Everybody else that comes in, it could be 2 other players, who knows? Yeah? But all he gets is some names that we have to go and research that we don't really know much about. Yeah, not established, not fully developed players. Where do you accept the manager finish next season, and does he get a free hit in your exception again for next season because he didn't get what he deserved?
Top 6, bro.
Top 6 with just Cunha and some names.
It's not my, responsibility with the no names, and it's his responsibility, bro, to deliver. It's his last, I think, final year of the contract. So if he wants to stay, he needs to.
No, Pierre, 2.5 years. So he's had this half year. He's got 2 years off. Yeah.
I mean,
2 years
He's
after
gonna
the
have 2 years, but
yeah, still, bro, top 6.
Him off with 1 left, so wouldn't be such a
yeah.
So top 6 for Peter.
Minimum.
Let me go straight to Beans. Beans.
Hey man, sorry for that disconnection earlier, man. I pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, minor. Listen, this show goes left, it goes upside down all the time. Don't worry about that disconnection, fam. Listen, let me ask you this question. What say you? What do you give this manager if he only gets 1 established player and the rest are all no names?
I think something that we're also missing is the idea that other teams are going to be playing the same way they did this year. I think this season was exceptional for how other teams were performing. You know what I mean? Like, when I say exceptional, I mean like the teams that we thought would do badly did well, and the teams that we thought would do well are doing either medium or badly. You know what I mean? With the exception of like Liverpool, Arsenal, and Man City, like everyone else has been like wishy-washy. So I'd say we're gonna be 7th. I see 7th, 6th. Like I'm on Patar's side. I'm also thinking about how other teams are gonna do. Like I don't think Forest is gonna be doing well if they go for that UEFA spot, because now you have more competitions to worry about. That means there's a higher chance of injuries. And then you also think about the teams that might lose their star players to other teams, man. So we're gonna see some type of drop off next year, and we could exploit that.
Unrealistic. I'm not gonna lie, Beans. I think that's unrealistic. Let's move on to you next. I'm gonna ask someone else, but I actually think that's kind of unrealistic. 6th, 7th, if he only gets 1 established player, I don't think he will do much better.
But then you also said with response to like getting some no names too. Like we don't know how these no names.
Yeah, the no names as well. 1 established player and some no names, so they're gonna have mistakes in them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're gonna have
circle pegs, man.
You never know, but we'll see. We'll see in it. We'll see. But it all
But
depends
why is everyone like not wanting Jonathan David, bro, at the club? Like he's 25. He's like
I don't know enough about Jonathan David to want him or not. So that's why I haven't said anything on Jonathan David.
150 career goals. 150 career goals. 150. Like it's not 15 like when we got Hojlund. 15, 20. 150. 150.
He said in his career, but the most recent season, how many goals did he score?
You mean this season?
Right now, in his current season, I think Ab said he's got 12.
He's got 25 goals in 45 appearances and 11 assists.
Okay,
so this active season, he's on point.
I'm sorry. This season as well, Doctor. This season.
Okay.
No, but wait, hold on. We're saying 25 and 45 is like amazing. Hold on. It's
It's
good.
not
But then
amazing.
that's
It's
not
better
even
than what
1-to-1.
we
That's
have.
like
no, we're not
that's
doing. We're not doing this.
Currently.
150.
We're not doing this Delap shit. I'm not having it. I'm so
that's
sick and tired.
1-2, guys.
I'm
It's
so
1-2.
sick.
You've
I
not
spent
spoken.
£100 million on Cunha and Delap. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Fucking
Mhm.
bullshit.
We said we're
Fucking
not getting him.
bullshit.
We're not getting him.
No, I want Jonathan David.
So, listen, if just answer the question, if Amran gets who he wants, if Delap and Cunha who he wants, it is minimum top 6. There is no free hit stuff like that. He's got his players, and I said, and I've been strongly saying this as well. If this season has gone so bad, he has no leeway to start next season. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has to hit the ground running. If there was vivid progression United and we finished top half, people would be calm. It's been so bad. He has to hit the ground running. So if he wants to spend 65 million on Cunha, if he wants to spend 100 million on those two players, that's fine. But guess what? It is top 6. My expectation is top 6 at a minimum. Anything less than that is failure. And I'm gonna put it out there as well. I don't like the signings of Cunha and Delap anyway, so I vehemently agree against the signings.
So what if he doesn't get
So
Delap?
I'm going to say this quickly because I need to go.
Hold on, Abs needs to go. So go ahead, Abs. Go on.
Sorry, Joe. I want to say this quickly before I leave because I got about right.
Yeah,
if he gets Cunha and Delap, I'm going to give him a little bit of leeway. I'm not cutthroat as a thing. I want top 6, but if he's in the top half of the table, I'll leave it for now and try and evaluate what he needs next. But really important is his performances. Right? If he's in the top half of the table and the performances have been good and things we can work on, I will probably give him leeway to continue. Right? If the board decides to get rid of him because it's not enough, I also be like, I don't mind. So it looks like I'll probably be fence sitting most of next season, right off the top.
Again. Like, you know
what? It's my home, isn't it? It's my home. I made it. I stayed there. It's my
your batty full of splinters, fam. Anyway, as I was saying, you know what? Yeah, what if he doesn't get Delap then? Do you give him a little bit more leeway?
No, I don't. Joe, his leeway for me has been this season. Yeah, because when he came in, everyone said whatever happens, happens. I said whatever happens, happens. Yeah, there is no leeway. There is no leeway next season. He'll have had half a season to adapt to the league. He'll have had his summer. He'll have potentially got the players he wants, or he may miss out. But every manager misses out. It's not an excuse.
Real talk,
right?
That's unfair, though. Don't you think?
If we are good, well, how is it unfair?
I mean, okay. We look at every manager.
No, wait, no. How is it unfair? He'd have been here since November. When August comes around, he's been in the job nearly a year.
My take on it, right, is
go on.
We gave him a dysfunctional team to even work with from November. We gave him a team full of, like, I'm not trying to insult my man, bro, but at the same time, a lot of them are DJs, man. Like, a lot of the changes that INEOS was meant to make couldn't make because ETH was here, and when ETH left, he left with a bunch of curses, and now Emram had to endure a bunch of curses, leaving the team and going straight for loan. So when I feel like next season he should have leeway.
I'm not counting that. He
The
knew
man, the coach has to accountability. I can't have that. But yeah, ETH do damage.
He knew exactly what he was coming into. Yeah, they held him to ransom and all that shit. He still chose to leave Sporting because it's United. They'll have laid everything out. They got nothing in January. He was happy for all the players to go. He knows what situation he's in. I'm not doing this. Oh, it's chaotic shit, right? No, people don't trust INEOS. So on one stance, people don't trust INEOS, yeah. But then on the other stance, it's not the manager's fault because of INEOS and it's chaotic. Which one is it?
Hey man, for me, there's no lack of trust for me with INEOS. It's mainly because, like, Nah, hold on. Before there's a reaction, hold on.
You say what?
Look. We're looking at it like this, right? I'm not gonna say, oh, we should have went for like the other buys and everything like that. We didn't have to say. Like there was some snaky behavior happening behind the scenes where INEOS might have actually looked better for the Glazers. That's what it is. Are they still in the league with the Glazers?
Not true, but continue. Not true, but continue. It's all the facts are out there, but continue.
Okay. Hold on. So what I'm saying is when you're looking at the cards that are being dealt at this current moment with what we've seen in our team, INEOS has made good signings, not the ideal signings we would have wanted, but they made better signings than what the lost signings the Glazers have already made. And now you look at with Emerim, how many signings did Emerim actually get? From the summer, he only got how many signings?
Well, he didn't have a summer. He didn't have a summer. He came in November.
He went here.
Exactly. So now when you look at that, this man had nothing on his table. Are we really just gonna look at him and be like, hey man, one time out and then you're gone? Bro.
He has been here since November. He'll have had a year in the job. All he has done is implement his system from November. And from all reports, Cunha is the person he wants. He's getting the person. He's getting the guy he wants for 65 M's. And based on your logic earlier, he's proven too. Yeah. If he gets no one else, and all his players are going to be back in the summer as well. There's no injuries. He's like that. People are arguing how amazing a coach he is, and he's better than Ancelotti as a coach and all that.
Whoa. I never said listen.
I never said. Hang on. Why do people say I've not? If you said something categorically, I have no problem calling someone out categorically. I didn't say you.
Saying the consensus, the general consensus. That's easy to mention it.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, but you know what though? This is what Wajid makes a great point here. If he does, because all the reports are saying that Cunha is what he wants, what he needs, is perfect for Amram's system. If that's the case, then if that's his number one target, it's kind of true. It doesn't kind of really matter who else he gets.
He's coming. That's the guy. That's his guy. They share the same agent. That's his guy.
Yeah. If he does get what he wants, his first target, like Wajid said, no manager gets all their first targets. So it kind of doesn't matter who else he gets. If he gets his first target that he really wants, yeah, everybody else that comes, if they're not his first target, it doesn't matter. He better do something next season. Wajid, you actually changed my mind. I was saying top 10. Wajid, you just changed my mind. He better get top 6. Brush is in it. Hey, everybody welcome Brush. He's not been here for a while.
Oh my God, bro. Big up, fellas. What's happening?
Brush, I know you've been listening, so you must have come on here because you had something to say. You don't usually pull up unless you've got something intelligent to say.
Yeah, man. Like Waj, I think 62.5 million for Cunha, I think, is a madness personally. I don't think he's worth more than about 45.
Yep.
Okay.
Realistically, for me, I think I'm expecting top 10. Even with a really good window, it will take time to gel, and the level of competition in this league is a madness. But we have to keep in mind that he's only got a 2.5-year contract left. So I think obviously next year is audition. Well, this is his audition, innit? And we're seeing what he can't do. But with a good window, if he's got the club in this position this time next year, I think he's gone.
100%.
Yeah, no, but
I think he gets sacked at the end of the season. If it's going still poor, I think he gets sacked at the end of the season.
Yeah, Rafa, I'm giving him till this time next season, innit? So this time next year, we should have a good indication of which way this is all going. So I'm going to give him a little bit of leeway because even with a good window, it takes time for things to gel in it. So I'm not going to be on like a 10-game watch at the start of the season, but I'll assess it this time next year. So if we're anywhere close to where we are now this time next year, I think he's gone. And I think we've learned some things from the mistakes of the past. Like with Jose, we gave him a new contract, then sacked him. Oli, we gave him a new contract, sacked him. Ten Hag, we exercised the 1-year option, then sacked him. So this guy's only here for 2.5 years currently.
Sorry, Joe. I just want to talk about that comment I got put up. I've been on here defending Amrin multiple times against everyone on here, just because
just because my standard is right. Yeah, me and Rapper even however we've gone back and forth. Yeah. So just because my expectation is top 6 doesn't mean I disagree with everyone else's opinion. All I've done is give my opinion based on where I'm. Let's not talk this shit. If I wanted Amrin out, I'd say Amrin out. But I'm giving what my expectation is based on how this season has gone, what I expect in the summer, who he's getting, his entire preseason and stuff like that. I don't disagree with people saying, "Oh, top 10" and stuff like that. I'm just putting my standard and my expectation.
I love that.
And
You
let's
know
be
what?
honest, innit? When we really deep it, even that lets us know how far the club's fallen.
Absolutely.
Because a club like ours shouldn't even be aiming for 6 if we're being real.
No, it's true. It's true, man.
Well, we've got to see improvement in increments at least, though, innit? That's the thing. And right now, that's all we can hope for is at least improvements in increments. Because if we don't see something next season that's better than this season, what are we? What have we become? And I think that's why.
I need to see cohesive football because that's what he's been brought in to do, coach. Cohesive baseline performances.
See, when you speak here, Wrap Up, it's so funny because I feel like so many people want so many different things. You will speak. You just want to see cohesive football. The coach has got a coach. The next person will come in and say, I just want to see goals. The next person will come and say, I just want to see results. It's like everybody is just so conflicted about what they want Manchester United to do.
It's moderation. No, it's basic. It's basic. It's moderation, yeah? Listen, baseline performances where I can see where it's going and be top half of the table at least. I'm not asking for much. 10th and in reason to challenge for Europe. That's all I'm asking for.
It's got to be a mix in it, Wrap Up. It's got to be a mix because at the end of the day, results buy you time, right? And this is a results-based industry.
That's his own words.
But if I see constant scumbags, I'm not going to be convinced. I'll say out. I don't care. I'll say it. I'm not going to lie to you. If I see consistent scumbagging, like with Eric Ten Hag, I'll just say Amrin out. I won't lie. I'll say it.
I respect it. Guys, you know what? This has been a great show. I can't lie. Better than I thought it'd be. Yeah. Well, you know what? At least we get where people stand for us next season. Yeah. It seems like this manager's going to get a little bit of time from the fans in terms of like expecting to see something from him, hopefully hoping. This is the thing as well, because everybody's just wishing and hoping right now. Because there's nothing that you've seen this season that you can say, oh my God, yeah, we're going to be cooking next season if he gets the Fed, if he gets this and that. A lot of people in here are just...
It's all theory right now. It's all just theory.
No, there's been moments in games, Joe, where you can see what he's trying to do in it, but you can see he hasn't got the tools. So we've got to give him the tools and then give him a little bit of time. But at the end of the day, like I say, it's a results-based industry, innit, bro? So we can't be 14th next year at this time.
Highly doubt we
You'll get the season. I think you'll see the season.
If he gets anywhere close, I think if what happens with Ten Hag last season, I mean this season happens with him next season, he'll be gone around the same time.
No, I don't. I've actually changed my mind. I don't. I think he gets the season.
You got to give him the season.
I've always said he'll get the season because then we're in a position of we have to find a manager. And then now we have to find a manager who plays a three.
I'm paying him out of his contract. Bloody yeah.
Pay him out of his contract and all that. They'll give him till he will be here till the end of the season.
That's another thing the club need to discuss, Waj. If going forward, this is a formation they're going to set their hearts on, because then you can only recruit a certain kind of manager.
Yeah, no, 100%, Brushman, 100%.
No, but Brush, you know something I noticed about when you mentioned
that or the recruitment has to be 30, and you need to get versatile players who can play in several systems.
Yeah, they said that.
This is kind of nonsense as well that we can't change it up, because I don't know any other coach that doesn't change things up.
Thank you. I've been saying this for time. But anyway, don't get me angry before I try to end the show. I'm ending the show. Hey guys, no, I'm ending the show. Yeah, it's been 2 hours and almost 15 minutes. Shout out to the great one for the £2.50 super chat. He says, big up, Joe, and big up to yourself as well. Guys, listen, it's been a great show. We've had some good conversations. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe. We're going to be here almost every day. And we got some new banging content coming out soon. I promise you, you're going to enjoy it, yeah? New stuff coming. Yo-Yo's going to be dropping very, 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 very soon. Guys, it's been a great show. I love
What
the
about your
conversation.
channel?
What about Truth is Truth? When's that dropping?
What happened to the gaming content on your channel?
What happened to Sinners, man?
Joe, are you ghosting your own channel? What's going on?
Say what's everybody saying something? Say it. We've been here, but you say something. Why? Like, Jesus. You know what, guys? Look, let me just be real. Yeah, I am a very busy guy these days. But you know what? No neglecting my channel anymore. You guys have angered me to the point of I have to, just so I can't have it. Because I can't have it. I can't have this looking down on Joe for not doing shit, yeah? So I promise you, truth is truth. And Coley said that he wanted to co-host with me. We're going to talk about colorism on Sunday. Colorism on Sunday, but a truth is truth. I'm going to try and do something tonight. Something special. So anyway, I said it on the mains. I'm going to try and do a truth is truth tonight. Yeah. Let's even try. Do a truth is truth tonight. It's happening. I've decided. I don't know which one though. I've got so many. But anyway, guys, look, it's been a blast. Please make sure you smash the like. Go find my channel if you haven't. Backhand Entertainment, so that you can come and join us for the live tonight. But yeah, take care, guys. Peace.
Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at this.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky this.
None can compare with the KG done. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb,
Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.